Hello, and welcome back to the campaign 2, Tayaroth. Thank you so much for joining us. We're very excited to be back. And so, because we're excited to be back, let's just jump right into it with a recap of where we've been so far. And it's a long one, so strap in, pay attention, because here's what's been happening. It's been somewhere between a few months and 15 years since a little help first met each other, depending on the timeline that you follow. Since then, they have been proven to be a tumultuous but effective team. They've uncovered a secret underground organization with world-ending plans. They've freed a city in the Underdark from oppression. They further banished an evil deity. They ended a war. They slew the first of the vampires. Their list of accomplishments is long. Eventually, A Little Help found themselves with a brief span of peace, where the Silverstep twins explored their desires, Maywin's being the forest, and Quinn's being hard drugs. During this time, Morton went on a vigilante spree, rounding up the followers of Wolfram he was aware of and ending them. Flint had a new status of celebrity in Gora Hold to contend with, and while Rosie reunited and spent quality time with her family, Chad was forced to attend hours upon hours of meetings and political soirees, as he was now the interim king of Tayaroth, the kingdom made mostly of elven civilians on the eastern coast of Tayaroth. This time of peace predictably ended as our party was gathered for a celebration in their honor in Bayhoth. During this celebration, the festivities were crashed by two members of the Slayer Six, another adventuring group that A Little Help met in Gora Hold. The druid Celia and the barbarian Broak specifically. However, the two seemed to be overpowered with an unnatural energy. But A Little Help, with some assistance from Chad's guard, including the captain of the King's Guard, Achilles Oleander, were able to defeat the intruders. Discovering that the ancient dragon Sendrak and her Slayer Six were now a bigger problem, the party decided to adventure together again and get the primordial hearts before Sendrak could. These primordial hearts are ancient, powerful gems that were said to be the hearts of the four ancient primordials that ruled this land long before the appearance of the gods. In doing so, Chad had to return to Tayaroth to see to business, but he left his captain, Achilles, in his stead. The party then made their way to Fishar, a southern beautiful vacation-like city where many things occurred. The Silverstep twins finally confronted their parents. Morton and Achilles started becoming friendly with one another. Flint got a piggyback ride, and much more. But in summary, the party chartered a ship captained by Rex Sea Devil, Chad's evil twin's brother's former mentor, and asked him to take them to the Abyssal Eye. On the journey, Quinn went too far with his drug usage and fell into a deep coma where he couldn't be stirred, even by magical means. Reeling from what to do, our party decided to head to the home of one of the crew members, Mud Oakenfate, who said his family would be able to help. That's not all that happened. An assassin group made up of doppelgangers, known as the Many, attacked the ship. Also, the party tried using Edmund's wish to bring the sapphire primordial heart to them, but unfortunately this did not pan out as the party and the entire vessel were transported into the plane of water. In some harrowing last few moments, our party and the crew of the Jade Dragon were slain by an ancient gargantuan guardian of this sapphire primordial heart. However, quick thinking got word to Chad, who used his last use of the Fate's power to stop Edmund from ever making that wish. With this, and the party and the crew saved, Chad teleported to the Jade Dragon and explained what had happened. Because the party, minus some mysterious visions that Achilles had no recollection of what happened in this alternate timeline. Chad, just like last time, did have some side effects from messing with time, but was able to recover. It was then decided that they first needed to get to Mud's family to save Quinn, and then they could decide what to do with the primordial hearts. Meanwhile, as they continued their journey, even more was discovered. Morton and Achilles had a heartfelt conversation. Achilles was also revealed to Madame Tyceroy's revealed Madame Ticehroy's spying plot to Chad. And it turns out if a primordial mage was in possession of a primordial heart, they could use that heart to see through the eyes of a primordial mage associated with that heart. The Slayer 6 had the Emerald Heart, which allowed them to see through Flint's eyes, and then in return, Edmund was able to peer through the Recifta Ruby and see through Lucas's eyes, a primordial mage that was stuck in Razzok with Edmund. This primordial mage of fire was apparently now working with Sindrak and the Slayer 6. At the end of our session, Chad was speaking with Edmund when Edmund's eyes flashed with sapphire light, meaning that the Slayer 6 located at the Abyssal Eye had finally come into possession of the sapphire primordial heart before the party could get there. But all of these recent events on the ship happened without Rosie, as she was mysteriously gone when Chad reversed time. After trying to reach out to her through Chad's magical letter, it was returned with a sun emblazoned on the letter, and it said in Celestial that Rosie was with Dune and that she would return soon. But what actually happened to Rosie? Let's find out.
Bro, we have no idea.
Conveniently gone.
Rosie. The last thing you remember is standing in a circle with your friends on the boat, holding hands, and performing a wish to have the sapphire primordial heart brought to you. There was a flash of arcane energy, and the next thing that you remember or notice is that you are not holding hands with your party mates. You are somewhere else. You are on the top of a plateau, thousands of feet in the air. There are clouds below you, but you can see through them sparsely to see lush green land below the clouds. The top of this plateau is lush with green grass, and there's also a small stream flowing down next to you, not too far away, and it is falling into a waterfall that falls from this plateau thousands of feet down below as you look over the edge. You follow that stream to another waterfall that is at the base of what looks like a large mountain. The water continuing on into the clouds, not able to see the top of this waterfall. And behind that waterfall, you see a cave, a dark entrance of some sort. But out beyond that cave, closer to you, sitting by the stream on a log, you see Dune, the way you saw him at the Scepter. Shirt with the sleeves rolled up, brown slacks with the cuffs rolled up slightly. Just looks like a nice man in his probably 40s. Brown hair, kind of like pushed back. He seems a bit more stressed than the last time that you saw him. And he has his head in his hand. And he looks over and he sees you. Oh, Rosie, hello. It's good to see you.
Yeah, you have looked better.
I have.
No offense, no, not to be rude or anything.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry to take you from your friends. They're fine, and you'll be back with them shortly.
Good, because we were really in the middle of something kind of stressful and a little bit dramatic.
Yeah, it didn't work out. But then it did.
What? Oh, okay, don't stop.
You'll see.
I
promise you everyone is fine.
Okay. All right.
You'll return at a different place, but they'll catch you up, I'm sure. I need to talk to you.
Oh.
And I'll go here with me.
I'll go sit on. Is he sitting on a rock or something?
He's sitting on a log. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sit down on the log next to him. with my little feet, just like.
Rosie, roll an insight check for me.
18.
18. With that insight check, as you're walking around, you feel your feet curve and adjust to the pebbles on the ground. You feel the heat of whatever sun is here falling on your face. You are hearing these sounds. When you go over and you touch the log, you feel the hard yet porous bark, the moss that is soft and somewhat cozy as you lift yourself up on the log. This is not a vision or a trip of the mind, as has happened with you in the past, as what happened in Dune Scepter. You, Rosie, and your physical body is currently in the God's plane with Dune himself.
Oh my goodness.
And as obviously he is, you can assume he is magically altering what he looks like. But, and this is probably maybe you would just assume a piece of him. This might not be his actual entity, but this is a part of Dune. This is Dune himself sitting next to you. And as you sit down, he kind of looks at you. How is it going with your friends? And the forgetting of the gods?
Well, suddenly it feels like it's been a really long time since I've talked to them about this, but
Yeah.
I think that most of them are on board, and I think it's going to be okay. And I think
Good.
probably they were all really excited to forget about the gods anyway, even before this mission. So
good. I think that's definitely what should happen. I think that they should just be forgotten about.
Are you?
We should just be forgotten about.
What? Are you okay, Dune? You seem.
Yes, Blight is putting up quite the fight, Rosie, if I can be honest with you, and I am stressed and worried that I will fail and I won't be able to take him with me when we go. So I'm just stressed and I'm just worried.
Okay.
I just think what is the most important thing that you can do as my seeker, Rosie, is to make sure that you and your party are ready to live without the gods.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not so much them I'm worried about, it's everyone else in the whole world who isn't quite on the same trajectory as us.
Well, that's going to be your job. You're going to have to protect those people.
Yeah. I'm doing a really great job of protecting people.
Oh, Rosie, you're doing better than you're giving yourself credit for.
That's nice of you to say.
Can you roll a perception check for me?
Yeah. As I try to, like, negate his eye contact.
Yeah.
Ugh. That is a 12.
Okay.
Cool. Great. Yeah. Well, Dune, maybe if you could just tell me.
Just a moment.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Okay. No, your friends were wondering where you were. I let them know.
Well, are they okay?
Oh yes,
are they still okay?
They're obviously wondering where you are.
Well, where are we specifically? It feels kind of different than where we've ever been before.
This is not a vision, Rosie. You are in the God's plane. This is my home.
It's beautiful. It reminds me of of the wilds that I started my life in.
Hmm. Yes, I do think they were maybe modeled after this.
Yeah, not as much destruction and devastation and familial separation and such, but you know,
Yes.
maybe once you're gone, we'll get there.
It does get lonely here at times.
Is it just you right now?
Well,
Or do
yes.
all the gods live here?
Well, no, they are banished.
Well, did all they live here when they were all...
Yes, yes, they all lived here when I arrived.
Do you ever wish it was the way it was before?
No.
So what does it mean that I wish that it was the way it was before? If I'm supposed to do all this stuff, if I'm supposed to be responsible for all this stuff, I could have just gone home and I could have just lived my life with my family.
Rosie, you're not saying that you want all the gods to return.
No.
Rosie, you are my seeker. I need you. I don't want to have to find someone else.
Am I that replaceable?
Absolutely not. That's what I'm afraid of.
That's
But
what
if you
I'm
leave
afraid
me,
of.
I have no... Rosie, have I not given you everything you've asked for? Have I not helped you where I could?
Yes, you've been great.
I'm sorry if you
But-
think I should have done more. I am a god, but I am just one.
And I'm just one person. So,
That's why you were made to be a seeker. So you could find others.
but in all of this traveling around, I've found all of these different chosen. And yet we've never found a chosen of Dune.
You are the chosen of Dune. As a seeker.
So I'm a seeker and I'm chosen. I have double duties.
Well, no, you're not a chosen in the same way. That is not me. That is a different sect of... That is something of the banished. I do not need a chosen. I am here. I am the powerful one. But I need help, for I am but one, and that is why I asked for your help, and have tried to give you what I can in return, and the ability to help those you care about and love. I'm sorry if it has not been enough, Rosie, but and if you want to turn your back on me, then that's something that you have to do, but I could use your help.
No, I can't turn my back on you. I have spent 200 years of my life dedicated to your service in some form or another. And I appreciate you letting me ask these questions, and I appreciate you letting me have some doubts, and I appreciate you letting me get a little bit mad at the way that my life has gone for the past a month or 15 years and 2 months. I don't know.
Rosie.
Yeah, sorry. Can I have some tea or something? Is there like a conjuring situation here where there's like, or a tea fairy or a tea god or something?
Sure. He kind of stands up and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a full teacup and dips it into the stream and kind of snaps his fingers and it becomes a warm cup of tea. And
oh, wow!
Is that good? It's the best tea you've ever had.
That's pretty good. What is this, berries?
It's just me.
Oh,
Rosie.
yes.
And he reaches out and he grabs your hand, and it feels very warm. And he says, if I have put you through too much, if you need to stop, then you can tell me. You can tell me you just want it to stop. And I'll let you go home and be with your wife and your children. And I won't ask any more of you. Is that what you want?
I'm not gonna lie. There's a part of me that is very tempted by that offer. But I think we've come too far to stop now. And so I think really just what I need for my brain is just the next step you want from me. Not the big overarching picture of what the future looks like, but the next step. What do I need to do when presumably you drop me off back at my friend's place and we carry on with whatever mission?
I need you to make sure that if anyone has the 4 primordial hearts and they're all together, it needs to be you. Because you're the one I trust.
Me specifically or us?
As long as it's not either one of the primordial mages that are with you.
Oh boy.
The ancient primordials should not return.
Yeah, okay. Well, Flint, he probably doesn't even know what we're doing, so it's fine. He's gonna be good. But Edmund is always in my business. He's always up in my grill, and so I just think that might be a little harder. So I will try to make sure this tea really getting me through. Thank you. It's gonna be helpful.
After that, after you have acquired the primordial hearts.
Oh, okay. There's multiple steps. Okay. Hang on.
I need you to spread the word that I have given you, like you have so well in your life before, but this time that word is that the gods are leaving and that they are gone. And that they need to focus on each other. And then, once that is done, and once the majority of people know, we'll leave. And I'll let you know that we're gone.
Oh, I see. So we're telling people you're gone before you're gone for the buffer.
No, you let them know that it's going to happen.
Oh.
And then one day we'll leave. And then there won't be anyone here on the God's Plane anymore.
Okay.
And then it'll all work out. And then it'll all be fine.
And sorry, not to get caught up in the logistics, but do you see a timeline for this? Like, is there like a year? What are we talking, like 2 weeks? Are we talking like it's happening right now and we're in a different plane and so the time is weird? Like,
however long it takes you.
Oh boy. Okay.
But the sooner the better.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we're good. We're on the same team, same page.
Dune.
All right. Go ahead and roll one last perception check for me.
I'll hand him my cup of tea to like offer him if he wants to sip it. Oh no. I'm in the God's Plane. I would, oh no, but I'm a freaking war domain. Do I have advantage for being in the God's Plane?
Do you have a DM inspiration?
No.
Does anybody have a DM inspiration?
I will give her mine.
I don't think I have.
Guys,
nope,
I'm sorry.
I don't have one
I'm
currently.
terrible at rolling.
I will allow 1 DM inspiration gifted.
I'm keeping mine for when I killed
just
Jimmy.
It was better.
Can Quinn give Bardic inspiration because he's like kind of in the gods?
No.
Okay.
He's got like one
You hear
foot
some
in the
light
gods
jazz.
plane, you know.
I cast
No.
guidance on myself. No, the thank you, Chad. I hope that doesn't fuck you up later. But
I hope it does.
I got a 14, so it's better than a 2.
Oh God.
14 is still not great. What I will say with a 14 is you can swear you hear voices coming from the cave.
Oh, I hold my tea real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little, just real quick. I'm in the gods plane. I gotta see what's up, and I like.
Rosie, don't go over there.
No,
Rosie,
I'm doing it.
he stops you.
Please.
Rosie,
Why?
that is a dangerous place.
Who's in there?
The banished.
All of them?
Yes.
So it's like a portal to something?
No.
That you just keep them in the cave?
I don't keep them. They're there. I'm trying to avoid that fate.
Just a peek. Can I just peek? Just like
No, Rosie.
fine.
It's too dangerous. Your brain could shatter into a million pieces seeing that.
Well, maybe a different time. Maybe later. Maybe.
Rosie, I have given you an out. If you want to be done with this, you can be done with this. Until then, remember that I am a god, and his voice like echoes loudly, and you like.
Don't yell at me.
Have I made myself clear?
Yes,
Kyle?
sir. Whoa. Okay. Yes. Fine. And I like back away from the.
Rosie, I'm sorry. I just get it done. And he snaps his fingers. Meanwhile,
He needs to work on his attitude.
Oh, God.
Anyway, meanwhile, Chad, you are on the deck of the ship with Edmund. Your hands are currently covering his eyes. What do? He's just standing there. Blankly.
Do the eyes glow or anything, or just change?
You saw them
color?
flash with sapphire, and then now he's just like staring blankly.
Then I would just kind of covering his eyes to the best of my ability, while helping him lay down. So if his eyes are open, he's literally just looking up at the sky and nothing else.
By the time it takes you to do that while covering his eyes the whole time, I mean, you don't know this, but you get the sense that whoever's looking is like, well, I'm just looking at fucking a hand. So he, like, as you're laying him down, you see him kind of like shake his head. Whoa, wait, whoa, what is that?
Oh, God. Oh, okay. And then I'm like this close to his face, looking at his eyes,
Hey,
like,
whoa, hi.
Your eyes did the thing that Flint's eyes did. I think they have the sapphire.
That's all of the other 3. They
Yeah.
just need the ruby.
Yeah.
Oh no! How do we get him to stop looking through our eyes?
I don't know if we can, if they have the sapphire and if they have the emerald. They can look at through your eyes whenever they want. That's why Flint's in his urn. But
what about this? What if I? Well, so what are we gonna do now?
I mean, we talked about trying the wish spell again and wording it a little better, but maybe once we're on land and
Right.
not endangering an entire ship of crew.
Right. As you two are having this conversation, Maywin, you are currently in Quinn's room, standing there or sitting there across from him. The it was either the other night or not too long ago. I forget the specific time. Might have been just earlier today. You were able to have that moment with Quinn where you detected his thoughts and were able to enter into his mind on some subconscious level, but have not been able to do that since. And as you're sitting there just spending time with your brother, maybe just like you're used to it at this point, and so you're just kind of like chatting. As you're doing that, you don't see anything really, but you hear just kind of like an inhale almost. And you look over and you see Rosie in the room. And Rosie, you are in the exact position that you left, and your hands are like outstretched as if you were holding hands. But nobody else is in this room other than Quinn and Maywin. With Maywin's kind of like looking up at you.
Rosie, where you been?
Oh.
Are you
Hi.
okay?
Yes, are you okay?
I mean, mostly.
And I'll look at Quinn. Is he still unwell?
Yeah.
Has any improvement?
I kind of talked to him, but not really.
Oh. I would try to heal him, but it maybe seems like not.
No, I think that Mud's family can help him, so that's where we're going. But wait, where have you
Where?
been?
Well, I took a little trip. Sorry that I did not tell you. And sorry that it was in the middle of the worst possible moment. I went to the God's Plane.
You went where?
To the God's Plane.
Like the gods, like the plane that
Yes.
the gods plane.
Yeah, the one, that's the one. It was nice. It was lovely. Waters and a very mossy log. You would have loved it.
Oh. Why?
No, that's a great
Also,
question.
How?
It was not, it was a kind of against my will. Not like a bad thing, but Dune brought me there. I talked to him. He's stressed. He's really stressed. And he honestly looks like someone I would have adopted probably back in my day. But yeah, he
Does he always look like that?
I've seen him once before. Sorry, I don't want to take up too much of our time. I have some stuff to tell everybody, but
Oh, should we get everybody together?
we can. Yes, that would be way easier than going to everyone individually. Then I can apologize. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Do you need anything?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, and I'll kind of
get
like
everybody.
pat her head. Okay.
I just look down at Batty and I say, "Go get everybody."
Batty kind of like nods and like rubs herself along Rosie's leg as she walks out. But as
Knocks me over.
As she's leaving, Gilmarie like pops into the door. I knew I heard your voice. As she is apparently a little drunk. She's been drinking with Morton, and I think Achilles was also there, and Flint. But looks like she's been drinking, and she comes up to you and she's like, "Hey, oh my God, where have you been?" And she comes over and she scoops you up into a big hug.
How much? Because to me, I just like arrived at the same place I left. So how much time does it seem has passed? If I can,
you truly don't know. As much time as you spent with Dune is as much time as it feels like has passed to you.
Okay. Great. Awesome. Love time fuckery. Is it daylight out? Can I tell?
It is. It looks like the sun's about to go down.
Because it was dark. It was nighttime. wasn't it? When after we
Which would lead you to believe that it's at least been a day,
God
like a
almighty.
full day. Yeah.
Okay.
It has
I'll
been a day.
hug her back, but
It's
like
doozy of a
very like
Yeah. What's wrong?
nothing. I've just been on a very intense mission, and you
wanna
are
talk?
drunk. And
Well,
are you okay?
Well, I didn't know what had happened to you, and I was so scared. And Morton had wine, and there was a game, and
A game?
Yes. I
What kind of
think.
game?
I really don't remember. Genuinely, do not remember.
Oh no. Okay, and then I'm gonna cast what was it that we said could cure?
Well, lay on hands can do it for
Yeah.
a paladin because they can cure a poison.
Lesser
or a disease.
restoration?
Lesser restoration will do it.
Oh, I only have greater restoration.
A nice cold shower.
He feels great. If I do greater restoration on her, will that be too dangerous?
No.
He gets over.
It'd be a really low use for a really high level spell, but yeah,
Yeah.
should be fine.
She
No,
can't get
I'll
drunk for like another week.
Yeah.
never get drunk again.
I have lesser restoration. I'm in the room.
But you don't know what she's. I mean, Rosie would have to say.
So I'm just
something to
saying, if you wanted
Yeah.
to say something, you probably know that I have it.
I would sit her down then by like on the bed
her.
and just say, okay, well, Batty's getting everybody in. I've been on a journey. I've been on a trip, and I'm here, and I'm safe, and I'm back,
Okay.
and everything's okay.
And you have an announcement.
And I have yes.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Everybody.
I come bounding into the
Yeah.
room. My sword is drawn, but I don't have it pointed. I go, Clayman or Rosie?
Rosie.
Oh,
Clayman.
thank fuck that.
Clayman?
Oh,
Oh, the scary things.
yeah, because they looked like other people.
Yes. That I remember.
Hey, y'all walked in here with a lot of confidence for what just happened a few hours ago.
How long has Rosie been gone?
Like a day,
Like a day ago.
like 24 hours almost.
Like 24 hours almost.
Zach, just real quick.
Yes.
Would being in the gods plane do anything for my HP?
For your HP? No.
Okay, cool. So you would still see then, like Rosie looks pretty beat up from.
You would have maybe. I
the
mean, you would
battle.
have gotten. I'll say you would have gotten a short rest, so you can roll some hit dice if you want. You would have healed up a little bit.
Nah,
But
the tea was good enough.
yeah.
Rosie, where did you go?
Listen, wait till everyone gets in here because then I'll answer all your questions at the same time. But yeah, hang on, just everybody sit in silence for like 5 seconds.
I will say that
This is genuine agony.
everybody is summoned. Does anybody not come to Quinn's room?
I would just like to say thank you for inviting me.
You would have got Mud.
So everybody shows up. Flint, are you still in the
I'm,
urn?
I'm in the urn that's with
Okay.
Morton.
With
on
Morton.
Morton's
Okay.
belt.
Burns and Patty's mouth.
J-Mo.
I knock it just to make sure you're paying attention.
I fucking goldfish take. I would either take out a piece of cloth or just straight very centrally rip a piece of cloth off my shirt and wrap it around Edmund's eyes.
Oh, do we really have to do this?
Until we know more,
Is this-
yes, Edmund.
Is this a kink thing? Is this a kink thing
Is
that's
it-
happening?
Yeah, what's
No,
happening?
everyone,
Why are you...
I'm glad everyone was brought together. Apparently, they have the sapphire heart. They look through my eyes.
God damn it!
They
This is-
what?
Yeah, they got the sapphire.
Wait, is that
It's all the
Rosie?
same thing. Oh,
Rosie's
Yes. Yes,
Hello,
Rosie.
Edmund.
when did you get back?
Just now. Is everyone here? Where's Flint?
I'm in
Hey.
my urn. I just want to quickly announce that I have done some redecorating to my urn, and I can allow up to 5 people join me. So...
And one of the things that you have done on your urn that you have redecorated with, you are currently in your chair, in one of your study chairs in the lounge. First of all, you've turned it into a recliner. So you have a little
Good.
lever, and you are currently reclining. And as you like enter this room, the big like open wall in front of you that is the inside of this urn starts to shimmer, and you basically
The fucking
get
TV.
a like you basically get a like 200-inch
God.
large section of this wall that just shows what the outside of the urn sees.
You guys got football down there?
Wild.
Red
He just changes the
NFL
channel.
package?
He's
It's
like,
Sunday,
this morning.
Sunday.
He's got markers so he can do the plays and shit.
So
on the
Flint, you're
screen.
just like reclining, watching like what's going on
Yep.
outside of the urn.
It's so easy to fall asleep in this lazy boy.
So Flint was
I-
saying, not
Oh,
to
yeah,
interrupt him.
please.
Yeah, if anyone wants to come down and join me, maybe Edmund should come down since you are also compromised in the same way as I am, and I don't want to be the only person that has to hide.
Well, how
I
do
have
I
a
do
quick-
that?
Logistical question: if we're hiding people, is it just visual or is it audio as well? Do we know?
Edmund,
I've never
no,
looked through one of them.
'cause he
Edmund,
looked
was
through.
Was it? Could you hear him?
Oh, no, sorry, I'm a little all over the place. No, I could only look through his eyes.
Okay, all
Oh,
right.
gotta
Yeah.
get in here then.
Flint, can you see through the urn to what we're doing?
Yeah, it doesn't. The whole point of you being in the urn was.
All right, come on. Flint.
Okay, I have a big screen down here.
Oh my God.
Well-
you do like you can like wave your hand and it shuts
Yeah.
off.
Okay, I'll turn
He
it
doesn't have a
off.
remote.
Okay,
Just-
so
I lost
So
the
what's
remote.
better than a remote? Like that's so much better than a remote.
Ah.
Just
so
a
I think
wave-
that
A
I think that
universal
might be-
remote is so cool.
I think that might be a good idea if Edmund goes in the.
Well, how do I do it then?
You
I
just,
don't
We
know.
just shove you in there, buddy, and I'll grab him by his like back and.
No,
Hey,
no,
hold
that's
on,
okay,
hold on.
that's okay.
Mud. I think just maybe.
What do I do, Flint?
just dive in like you're diving into a pool.
I mean,
I'm
there's
gonna
no
put
way.
this down for this.
But I just like
I'm
put
gonna
my
Yeah,
hands
I'll
together,
hold-
and
I'll
when he like
take
does
the
this
urn.
motion, jokingly, Edmund just just like gets
Whoa!
sucked into the urn. And Flint, you inside the urn, the way it kind of happens is Edmund just kind of like materializes in a chair right next to you. The chair wasn't there; he materializes in a chair, and
That's
he
dope.
and he looks over to you. Oh my, Flint! This is what you've been doing in
All
here
right,
the
if
whole
you're
time.
down here, there's a couple of ground rules we have to go over right away. First of all, you can't use the bathroom. There's a bathroom in the back just for me. Second of all, we have snacks, but I would keep the little fried bugs to me. If I see you eating any of those, you're out immediately. Third of all, just have fun down here.
Right. Okay. I'm in. Can you hear me?
I really can't believe Edmund.
Can we hear Edmund?
hear him?
Like just like Flint, his like lips come up. And
Oh God, it's weird.
What if
that
they
we
talk
do
at the
this.
same time and it's like both lips? Like,
Oh my
There's-
God.
Chad would take the urn and hook it to his person and want it to be in charge of it.
Oh,
Who
what?
said that? Who said that?
Yeah, who said
Oh,
He's just like mad that he's in here.
Don't be a bummer about
Kind of
this.
smells in here.
Come on.
Smells like
What is it?
cigars, really old cigars.
Yeah.
nice. That's a good smell, man.
I don't think so.
So Rosie, where the fuck you been?
Yeah.
Okay, if everybody's
Also, hi,
here now,
I'm
I can
also back.
answer. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, Chad!
Yeah. I wasn't.
Wow. Hi. When did you get here?
About the time I think you disappeared, so we just
Oh.
maybe flip flopped.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, maybe you say your thing, and then we'll fill you in on maybe what has happened.
Oh, yeah,
because it's a lot. But I don't know who wants to go first. But it seems like a lot has happened. So
Well, I have gone to the God's plane.
Oh,
you can do that.
How did you?
Not, nope, it wasn't me by myself. Dune plucked me and put me in the God's plane.
Yeah, he did write us a letter, and I'll like take out the sending
did?
scroll that still burns. It's like, yeah, I don't know if I can still use this now that it's kind of burned, but
Oh,
I like wrote a letter to you, and I guess he intercepted it to let us know that you were just like with him and okay. So
I do remember that moment. Yes, he was said.
oh.
He told me that you were all okay. Yes. Do you have a question, Morton? I was trying not to burp as I was saying that. And then it just sounded really attitudinal.
What can I roll, like history or something, to see if I know from like school and shit if mortals are like physically mortals or any non-god entity are allowed in the god's plane?
I mean, you can roll a history check. That'll be a pretty high DC for someone like you. You haven't had a
So,
You
Someone
dumb.
like
had-
you,
you haven't
idiot.
not a lot of religious education.
No, it's true. I do not.
You didn't go to Catholic school.
I did roll a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
How dirty.
You remember
Quite.
reading that it is very
Quinn.
rare that mortals are on the god's plane. That's not something you like that's not a thing, really. It's like if that has happened, that's like a really crazy special thing. But you don't remember anything as far as like it not being possible.
Exceedingly rare.
Yeah, it felt very strange. It was very lonely. Dune was very stressed. And did you say that, I'm sorry, just to make sure I'm on the right track, did you say that the Slayer 6 has the sapphire?
Right, yeah, that was something we
Listen.
wanted to talk about, but yeah.
Apparently, yes.
That's bad. According to what I have learned, that is very bad.
I think we
Very
knew
bad.
that.
We
I
knew
mean-
it, but now we know it.
Oh.
You know, now it's
Oh.
real and it's true, and
What?
Dune
Did
is stressed.
did you not know that happened?
Well, he just said to make sure that if anyone has the 4 primordial hearts, that it is me. And then I checked in to make sure me specifically or us, and he said very clearly not for Edmund or Flint to have them because they are primordial mages, and it could be very dangerous for them.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
I understand Edmund, but I
Oh, damn. All right.
Mud, what do you already have against Edmund? You like
that was Quinn.
oh my god, he's awake.
So it seems as though it's very bad that we only have one now, and they have all 3 of the other ones.
Well, as
What?
long as we have one, they can't have all 4.
Yeah, but now we have to get 3 instead of 2.
What? Sorry, and I'm not also that much of a religious and understand the gods kind of person, but these were kind of 2 separate issues. And now it's one? I thought we had the kind of Dune task to replace the gods, and then this dragon that wanted the hearts for her own selfish needs, but now it seems they are connected?
That would have been a great question to ask.
Yeah. What did Dune give the reasoning as to why the primordial hearts mattered?
All he said was that the ancient primordials cannot return.
The ancient primordials cannot return.
What do we
Ooh.
know about them? Flint, Edmund, what do you know anything about them?
Well, I mean, I guess since Dune said we can't have this, I guess we're out of the conversation here, right?
No. I just asked. I just brought you into it.
Oh,
I
okay.
just
Yeah,
I asked you.
I know
You
a
can
ton about it.
directly.
You
Alright.
actually, Flint, correct me if I'm wrong, during the 3 weeks, was that one of the topics you looked up, or was that
Yeah,
it was, wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
Yeah. So I would say with that 3 weeks of time, what you definitely know is the ancient primordials were 4 beings that helped actually form Tayaroth, the mountains, the rivers, the sky, the oceans, the volcanoes, and they were the ancient primordial of fire, earth, water, and air. And then the gods came, and especially from the perspective of the books that you would have read, which were about the ancient primordials, the gods are kind of referenced as almost these almost like alien type creatures that like came here from like another place. and they destroyed the primordials in a big war. But things like that, like gods and ancient primordials, they can't really be destroyed. They were each imprisoned on an elemental plane outside of the material plane. So the elemental plane of fire is not only the elemental plane of fire, but it is said that is where the ancient primordial of fire is currently imprisoned. Same for water, earth, air. And they removed their hearts, which were these gems, and put them in various locations in Tayaroth so that they could not be freed from their prisons. But if you put together the 4 ancient primordial hearts and you know the ritual to prepare, you can open a portal to the elemental planes, which is not hard to do for other people either, but it is specifically a portal that is vast and large enough to let a creature like an ancient primordial through, or the way Sendrak wants to use it, to let a creature like a large ancient red dragon through.
And do I know why Dune would specifically not want Edmund and I to get them, just because they think we'd be corrupted by it in some way?
He thinks that you would assume that he would think that you two, above all else, would be tempted to return the ancient primordials, and you get the sense based off what Angie is saying or Rosie is saying that the ancient primordials, if Dune is alone, could take back Tayaroth.
Gotcha.
That's what he's afraid of, it seems.
Gotcha. But of course, I would never do that.
Of course. Why would you?
So do you kind of relay all that to your team?
Yeah, before I do that, I do quickly turn to Edmund, since we're alone here.
Yeah.
Just getting a quick temperature check on your intentions with the primordial hearts here.
Right?
You trying to not bring them back, or are you trying to destroy them? What's your whole game plan here?
I mean, to be honest with you, my gut is telling me that it's not a good idea. We shouldn't do it. But there is a voice in the back of my head that's says like, why not? Though at the same time, but it's probably not a good idea. So we should probably not do it.
Did Flint iterate all of this?
He hasn't.
About
he hasn't yet.
I haven't yet.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I just had a thought in Discord and didn't want to be like, did you do it? Did you say that?
Yeah, he hasn't yet.
Well, interesting. Yeah.
Well, do you know anything? You guys just gonna sit there making out on the top of the
I think I got this in a book, Morton. Yeah, Edmund, something in the back of my head too. I don't know. I think it's like doing things we can't handle it. I don't know. I guess that's something for down the road, but I guess we'll figure it out when we come to it, right, Edmund?
Right.
Cool. Do you like games?
Sure.
You play games?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Rummy?
I've never played Rummy, no.
Okay, I'm not going to teach you. That's crazy. All right, Morton, we found it. I relay everything.
I'm not gonna fucking teach you.
Well, then how did the heart get to the water plane if that's where the water primordial is and all the hearts were on Tayaroth? Because isn't that what we escaped with the... Edmund told us that or whoever made the wish to get us back.
Yeah, you guys.
That's where you guys were going, right? That's where we were wishing.
Well, that's where the heart was. The heart was on the water plane.
You chartered the ship to the Abyssal Eye, right?
Right.
To get through the water plane. So if the heart was already in the water plane, and all of the hearts were on Tayaroth,
why is this heart not?
Who took it to the water plane?
It's powerful. It probably created a water plane around it,
That makes no sense.
That's a valid point.
If they would
make any sense.
Here.
Well, does your book say specific? I mean, you just said they were hidden on Tayaroth because
Yeah.
the ancient primordials were in the plains. Doesn't make sense to hide the heart of the thing you're trying to keep the heart from on the same plane.
Or
Well,
is
there's
it
no
the
one saying
last
that
place
they
they would suspect it?
that's well, it's no one saying that that's where they chose to hide it there. Maybe it got there by other means.
That's true.
It's been a long
And who
time
knows?
since the hearts
Yeah.
were put.
Been a while.
Rosie?
Okay, just catch me up here. So
Yeah.
we
So,
wished to go to the Sapphire.
well,
I
you-
didn't go.
No, I
because
didn't.
Of...
I didn't make that wish.
What were we
Along-
holding hands then?
In some, I guess, other reality.
yeah.
No,
it's-
this is the point here to catch, and it's interesting. Rosie is remembering something that didn't happen because she was pulled by Dune.
Or
So
the-
Rosie remembers the wish being. So it's like when Rosie starts talking about that, Chad, you realize that like Rosie's the only other one that like actually knows what happened other than you, because of the interference from Dune or something got messed up there. But Rosie's brain was not erased back to that moment like everybody else's was. So Rosie doesn't know that they got a warning letter from Chad. Rosie doesn't know that, but Chad, what that also makes you think of is, where's the Rosie?
Oh God, no.
Where's the Rosie from the timeline that you created?
Oh
That's
no.
what time it tends to mess back. Thank you,
Oh,
Tony.
no.
Maybe I should have
Um,
just taken up Dune on his offer to go back. Let's be
I'm out.
done.
I'm out.
Bye, guys.
So yeah, what you saw happened, I guess, happened for you, and kind of happened for me without happening for me, because I was told, and I used that power that I had from the deck to reverse that moment, so the wish was never actually made. And so I remember everything that happened, and because Dune pulled you out before I made that happen, you remember everything that happened, but everybody else only knows that that stuff happened because I told them that it happened. But in this reality, that wish never happened. So
Very
you never
easy to
went.
comprehend.
I would like to think the scene cuts from Chad saying all of that to Achilles and I sitting and both going like, because we both just had the same like.
Uh-huh.
Morton has a fat bit of elf grass that's just like.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay, well,
There you go.
so how do we move forward from this then? How do we move? We got you, regardless of reality, I suppose.
I
We
mean,
have to save Quinn.
We have to
Yeah.
save Quinn.
Right, it sounds
I-
like we save Quinn and then we get the primordial hearts.
Quinn
Right.
will know what to do.
Did we
I think he might.
did we answer the question as to why the heart was in the water plane if it was on Tayaroth?
We
I don't
don't
think we
I
have an
think we
answer
just
to
need
that.
to find.
But does it
the
also?
water-
But does that really matter?
Some
I think we
questions don't
need
have
to
answers.
Because it's
figure
not there
out
anymore.
where
Well-
the Slayer 6 is and where these primordial hearts are, and I need them.
It
And
matters
we
as
need
Why
to
to
figure
what.
out-
we?
And we need to
Sorry.
figure out if we can word the wish spell the right way to make it useful.
Why don't?
Because we
Why
still
don't we
have
look-
it.
Why don't we
yes.
look back through the sapphire to see where they are? They look through us. Why don't we look through them?
You could only look through the stone you have, so we can only look
Right.
to Lucas.
I don't know. I got
And
an
he's-
intelligence.
Do you want me
He's
to
not
find
there.
them?
Can you?
I can scry.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is
Well,
no
that's
one else
something we want to
concerned-
do now
You're
versus when we're
amazing.
Maybe
closer
we
to.
Morton's tried to say something a couple times. What is Morton trying to
Is
say?
no one concerned that that sounds a little bit like Dune lied about where they were?
What?
I hit
The
him.
information
hit
that
him.
Flint has is not from Dune. That was from a book.
Oh, gee God. Is it weird that book? Is it weird that that's like a straight up?
A lot
Not-
of it's not a lie though, Morton. You don't know. A lot of time has passed since that book said what
Yeah.
happened. Maybe there was a primordial mage who got the sapphire and got very close to getting it to the ancient primordial, but then didn't get it, which is what happened.
And let me check to see.
Which makes sense because it is.
And I'm
I
actually
found,
just.
I
I'm
found this other
checking
book
the
written by
author.
a Zach Tabor.
Oh,
Weird.
dang it. Anyway, hey Mud, you want to come hang out down here? In here?
Oh my god, I would love to, Flint.
Hell yeah, come on in.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
Hey,
Mud appears
Mud.
in his own recliner.
Holy shit, Flint.
It's pretty great down here, right?
It's amazing. Hey, Edmund.
Hey,
Hey, Flint, I kind of want to
your
see.
smile faded as soon as you said my name.
Hey, Flint, can I come in? I kind of want to see.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I start cleaning up.
Quinn's gonna be so jealous that I got to do this first.
Yeah, come on in. Come on in.
He'll be
we put
kind of
Quinn in
happy
there
that Mud
too?
also
Jump on
gets
in.
it.
Weren't we
can-
having a very serious conversation about what the fuck we were about to
Two
do?
more
and now
people
we're
can
all
come
having an orgy
in.
in an hour?
Oh my god, the cigar collection you have, Flint, is. I have never seen anything.
Yep, I wish it to be here.
Okay, all right. What's happening here?
I mean, I
We're
think
hanging out, Zach.
we're all agreed that we're going to Muds no matter what, and I think we just have to figure out what we're doing at that point. But Rosie, I do want to let you know. Remember how I had a future me show up from a different timeline?
Yeah, that was
This
fun.
likely means you also have a different timeline. You, I think.
But but just to clarify,
Mhm.
the Rosie that you were talking to is from your other timeline, your past timeline. Like,
Mhm.
for instance, remember that when Chad showed up here,
Mhm.
he puked seawater.
Right.
And that is because he was experiencing something that happened to him on the timeline should he have continued and not use the Fate's power.
Mhm.
Which is the original timeline that this Rosie is from.
Rosie's in the
Right.
wrong timeline.
So
right
that
now.
Rosie is currently in the wrong timeline, which means there should be another Rosie that is supposed to be in this timeline that is not here.
Hate that. So I
Is
convey
she
that.
is she on the ship? Rosie!
I mean, you've been missing for a day, so I don't think so. I think this timeline's Rosie is also just missing. Maybe.
Should I scry on myself?
Have you tried messaging yourself?
Oh God.
That's not a bad idea.
I can't.
It's
Yeah,
like when you get two walkie-talkies too close to each other. It's like,
Feedback. Yeah.
I mean, you could try.
no,
But I
I
don't-
would rather find the sapphire. It's a 5th level spell, and I only have 2 of them.
Well, can we?
Well, you
can
know who
message
has the
yourself?
sapphire.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know who has the sapphire.
but if I can scry on them, I can see where they are, right? Like I can.
Oh, true.
like,
Yeah. Are you just trying to figure
get-
out? I mean, you know where they are, but are you just trying to figure out if they've gone somewhere else?
Yeah, or like what
Okay.
their plan is,
Like,
or
are
like
they out of the
yeah.
water plane? Are they
Gotcha.
somewhere?
I understand.
Can you pass the deviled eggs, Flint?
Hey, Mud, just between me and me without Edmund hearing. Hey, that
Wait, where's
bathroom-
Edmund?
You
well,
say me
he's
and
over in the
me?
corner. Hey,
Okay.
He's
that,
over in the corner.
that bathroom is totally yours to use, you and May, and all the snacks you can use. But I think I just don't want Edmund in there. You know.
I think that's a smart decision.
That feels fair.
Okay, cool. May, welcome.
I'm telling you, this wall sounds different than this one.
See, I mean, you don't want that. You don't want that energy in
What
there.
a guy!
If it wasn't a matter of incredible importance that Edmund did not go out of this urn, I would kick him out. But,
Oh, what? Did you say my name?
Can you like lock him in here? And then, like, we all
hey,
leave? Is
Edmund,
that possible?
you want I actually
Wait,
just
I
put
don't
in a
think we need to do
new
all that.
a new room in the back. You want to come find? You want to see it with me?
No,
No.
Edmund, there's no room in the back.
What's happening here?
Nothing.
There's a door
It
right
was,
over
just-
there.
it was a joke. It was a joke.
But why are you always gotta be mean, man?
No,
Come on, Flint, man.
Mud. Unbelievable.
You gotta go and eat it.
Does Flint
Sorry.
kick mud out of the urn?
No. It's fine.
It's
Meanwhile, 4 of us out of the urn are like having our minds melted by how we're gonna get in contact with this missing
Time.
Rosie. Blood's coming out of all our orifices, just trying to think of it.
Gilmarie says, "Okay, well, should we all just like get some sleep then?"
Been a long day.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might be best. Do you think?
Yeah, I could.
I mean, do they need Flint and Edmund to just like stay in the urn constantly? But if they come out just to like sleep, they can't open their eyes, right? So as long as they keep their eyes
I'd rather
closed.
sleep with the blindfold if I could choose for myself.
What if we just blind him?
No, what the?
I think
Sorry,
a
Sorry,
blindfold
extreme
is
measures.
fine.
I'm sorry. I've been at sea too long.
Yeah, I think if we're just going to bed at this point, then it's just blindfolded. I guess Flint can stay in his urn if he really wants to, but
By the way, you do think that they can open their eyes
okay.
because they like widen them and like make that like.
Oh, I guess that's true. They like kind of, yeah.
So, I think
Um.
it's definitely possible they could open them, but a blindfold would be something different.
Okay, Edmund, do you want to just can you choose to leave, or does Flint have to like send you out?
He leaves.
Ew.
I see why you don't want him to do that.
Whoa.
That left a nasty residue.
Wow.
Oh my god. Too many deviled eggs for Ed.
I just want to say that narratively
Yeah, you
that
choose it
didn't
in
happen.
close.
No, it did.
No, it didn't.
It did.
Okay,
Hey, what
well
am I
now,
smelling, Zach?
okay, so Mud lost 10 hit points all of a sudden.
Fine.
He just kind of
Good.
lost 10 hit points.
Bring it on.
Crazy.
It
Bring
smelled so bad. You lost 10 hit
campaign,
points.
the campaign ends over a debate about a fart joke.
So yeah, Edmund leaves. He ties back on the blindfold. Can you lead me to the room, please?
Yep, and I just like toss the urn back to Morton.
Oh God!
I don't want.
I have also been drinking.
I didn't know that. I was up on deck.
Oh, right. Well,
Yeah.
I clip it back onto my belt.
Well,
Okay,
this has
so-
been a day. Good night.
Yes. As everybody separates and finds their way alone, is there anything that anyone wants to do before finding yourself asleep for the evening?
That sounds
Rosie?
threatening.
Yes.
Okay, and Mud. Okay, and Achilles and Chad. Okay, wonderful.
What?
Happy birthday.
Is that what you wanted to do, Achilles?
No, I have no idea what happened there.
That
It
was
was great, though.
absolutely
That
amazing.
was so cool.
It was amazing.
Was that just because he raised his hand?
Raise
I
your
guess.
hand. Michael, I want to see
No,
if
I don't
that
wanna
happens
do it.
again.
Dude.
You have to do it, man. Oh.
No.
Go
It
and go.
does do that sometimes. If I do like
yeah.
if I do a thumbs up, sometimes it'll like have like a thumbs up bubble, and I don't know
Yeah, that's
why.
the reactions thing, but I've never
Oh.
seen the balloons thing. That's crazy. Okay, anyway, Rosie, what do you do
Funny.
before sleep takes you this evening?
I would, as we're all kind of leaving Quinn and May's room, I would go up to Achilles and be like, he was chosen, right? He had the
Ilmater.
Yeah.
Ilmater, yes. And did I tell him?
Yep.
Cool. I will kind of just like put my hand on his hand as we pass, and look up at him and say, I don't know what's happened the past day. And I really hope that everybody's being kind to you and nice to you, and that you're feeling like a part of this group. And I'm really sorry that I haven't gotten a chance to sit down with you and know you more. But I just wanted to let you know that I'm glad you're here, and that I hope that you are finding purpose and meaning in this journey that we're on.
Okay. Thanks. That was a lot of information thrown at me in a very short amount of time, so that was a little overwhelming.
I'm sure I'm overwhelmed, and I've been doing this for 15 years and 2 months. So just
Okay.
know that I see you, and I know that it's hard. So if you need anything, even if it's just to chat or just like not even be, sometimes you got to leave work at work, you know. And if you
Sure.
ever need to learn to knit, I was teaching May how to knit. Oh gosh, maybe I should have just not done this.
I think you should probably go to bed. You're
Oh,
seeming
okay.
like really overwhelmed. I think
Yeah.
that's probably the best course of action for you.
And I'll pat him again on the hand. Thank you. You're a sweet boy.
Thanks, ma'am.
And I'll to my room.
Well, I guess, for ease, after she walks away, what do you get up to, Achilles?
I think because now like the sun is pretty much set. I'm assuming by
Pretty
this
much,
point, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much down.
I'll go up onto the deck,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll go to the front of the ship and just kind of be alone for a second, maybe, and kind of take in what's been going on these last 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a bit stressful. And I'll get out a little tiny little wooden box. Looks about the size of like a matchbox or something. And I'll place it on like the railing, I guess. It'll stick on there. And I'll open it up and I'll play like a little tiny musical song instrumental thing. I'll just be there with that.
Nice. And as you kind of play that and listen to that with the sound of the waves, you know, crashing into the ship, and it's a calm evening. You play that, and you hear a voice in your head. Honey, are you okay? You really only ever get the box out if you're not feeling well. And I hope this is an invasion of privacy, but I just wanted to say I love you and I hope you're doing okay.
Hey, yeah, everything's good. I'm on a very important work trip with my boss. Things are fine. Can I ask you two things really quickly, by the way?
It doesn't have to be really quick, and yes, you can. And you're on a work trip with the king. That's great.
Yeah. First of all, do you think, I'm hoping Dad's there, could you ask Dad if it's not too much of a problem if he could very discreetly get in contact with some of his old guild? There's someone that might be a bit concerning.
Okay.
If he could look into I don't know her first name, Madame Tyceroy. Just wanna.
Isn't she on the council with you, or with the king?
She is. I think something might be off. Could be nothing, but
okay,
could
yeah,
look at her.
Of course.
Oh, this is totally. This is not related to anything. Do you remember a student that maybe you might have had at one point? Oh God, what was his name? Morton Qua something. Quincy, maybe? Do you remember that? I don't know if you remember that.
I remember a. I remember a Morton Janoran. I remember him quite well.
Morton Janoran. What do he look like?
Handsome boy. Yeah, but he knew it. Long hair, kind of mysterious vibes.
Sure. Was he like a cool person? Was he nice? Was he a good student?
He was a great student. And could have been something quite wonderful. But he stole something. And I haven't heard from him since. Why are you asking me all of this? Achilles?
Oh, nothing. It's a name that I read on a list, and it sounded familiar when I would like come and visit work. When I would come visit you at work, so I don't know.
Achilles? Are you lying to me?
No.
Because I have ways of finding out.
Ma, it's really I think we're actually like on the other side of the world, actually. I think the time difference is a little screwy, so I really need to get to bed. But I love you so much. Please tell Dad I say hi. I want to hopefully come visit. Well, who knows when I'll be off of this trip, but hopefully soon. I love you so much. I'll talk to you later.
I love you too. I'll let you know what your father finds out.
Thank you.
And the music box, without you touching it, shuts. Moms are hard. You look over, and on the banister of the ship, perched with his like knees in his chest and his hands over his knees, you see Sam.
Hey,
Moms are
Sam.
really hard. Yeah.
Mine's actually pretty cool. You got mom issues there, Sam?
No, but you're the one that was just like saying the word mom.
Yeah, we talk that way sometimes.
Oh.
Good work today. You were great at getting Miss Rosie up like quite a few times. That was nice of you. Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, no problem.
You have a good night.
Oh, yep.
Sam.
It flies off the banister and heads up to the crow's nest.
Jeez Louise. I'll stay out for a little while longer.
Okay. All right. As you stay out there, you'll eventually find yourself to sleep. Mud, I know that you wanted to do something.
Mud goes to find May. I'm assuming she's in Quinn's room.
Yeah, she kind of just stays there, so maybe Mud just like kind of waits for everybody to peter out.
May's been like cuddling up with Quinn at night,
Knocks
like they're
on the
little
door.
kids.
Hey, are you awake? I don't want to. Sorry.
No, I'm awake. What's up? I go come to the door and like pull up 2 chairs.
I just I don't know. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for everything you're going through.
Oh, that's nice.
But I think I might have something that would cheer you up.
Okay.
And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out like a little piece of dried fruit, and this little mouse kind of crawls out from his hair. This
Who's
is
that?
this is my friend Stanley.
Haha. Hi, Stanley.
Stanley
I'll
just kind of
speak with
Stanley just
animals.
kind of. Oh, you can't speak with animals.
Actually,
Okay.
no. It's like evening
No, go
time,
ahead.
right?
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna wild shape into a mouse.
Okay.
I will cast speak with animals.
Okay. Yeah, so
So we can all talk.
You're just holding 2 mice, and you're all okay. Yeah, love it, love it.
Hi, Stanley.
Hi.
How are you? What are
Oh,
you
I'm
like?
great.
Do you have you met Maddie?
Yeah, I've seen Batty around. She is big.
She is big, but she's nice.
Yeah, she's nice.
How long have you known Mud?
Oh, my whole life.
Couple weeks. I
That's
say
cool.
it, mouse.
Where
Yeah.
did you?
Oh,
Mud,
hey,
where did
Dad,
you find
that's
Stanley?
crazy.
Hey, Stanley.
What?
Where did you find Stanley?
Well, when I first got on this ship, I found him as a little stowaway in our food storage, and we kind of struck up a conversation, had a good bond.
He found
He's
me
a-
in the rum barrel, swimming like I was in heaven.
Drunk as a skunk.
Yeah, I like rum.
You know, when I was a kid, before I could like turn into animals or talk to animals, I would just go out to the woods and I would make little shelters for all the mice and the chipmunks and the
Oh, wow,
squirrels.
that's so nice of you.
And so I've talked to a lot of mice.
Oh, okay.
It is very nice to meet you.
I've talked to some.
Okay.
Where does Stanley rank on the mouse scale?
Stanley seems pretty cool.
Like
Definitely
3 ounces, I think.
that seems
You're
accurate.
one smart mouse, man. I swear.
Mhm.
16 is a pound.
16
Well, you know
what?
what?
I have no idea.
I have this new thing that I think that I can do. Do you like to hang out with other mice?
Me?
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Oh, well then never mind.
I
What
kind of like
can
being
you-
the only mouse around.
Okay.
What, you're into like you're into like nature magic.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth.
You you I think
Sensing the
you-
vibe, I'll change back into May.
Oh, hey,
yeah, I
you
yeah, I do.
when we get to Lyra, where I'm from, where we're going to, you should talk to my mom.
Okay.
I feel like you two would really hit it off. She's really cool, and I think she's gonna really like you, and you're gonna.
May, you just hear Stanley squeaking, but Mud, you hear, your mom? Really, dude?
You hear me like angrily say something, and Mouse, shut up, dude. All right, man. All right. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just feel like you're really gonna like Lyra, and I just am excited for you to see it. I think you're really gonna find some peace there.
Oh yeah, come meet my mommy.
I think that I would really like that. You know, we're in a lot of cities, and we were in a desert, and we're on the ocean, and I think
Cities
it's going to be
suck.
nice to be in
hate
nature.
cities. Too many people.
Me too. I don't really like the water either.
You don't like the water?
I mean, it's not the worst, but I would much rather be like on land.
Yeah, me too. Me
Yeah.
too, totally. Yeah.
Woof.
Are we supposed to get there tomorrow?
He'll like lick his finger and kind of hold it up. There's no wind in here. Yeah, I
We're,
think
like,
about
in the bottom of the
another,
ship.
like 12 hours of travel, 16 hours. I think that'll pretty much. We're at about 6 knots right now.
And you
Heading that way, and he'll like kind of flex his muscle and like point in a direction.
Oh, that's
We're
good.
going
More of that.
that
That's
way.
good.
You really
Show
think
what you
that
got.
there's someone there who can help my brother?
I know someone will be able to help your brother. Yeah, it's a very magical.
It's my
place.
mommy.
But I need him to wake up so I can kill him again.
Yeah, from what I've heard, he seems like kind of a dick. I don't know. He's your brother. That's the worst thing I could have said in this moment. I'm sorry. He seems like a
I
great guy.
mean, the thing is, like, it's not untrue. He is my brother, but it's not untrue.
Okay. Well, again, I don't want to impose. I'm sorry for
She's
everything
cool.
that's happening, and it'll in mouse really quick. Like, yeah, she's really cool. Can you just like give me a moment here, Stanley?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna crawl back in your hair, Dad.
Thanks.
Also, I was just giving you shit. I love you. Back you on the cheek.
Stanley's tired. He's going to bed. If you ever need to talk or anything, if you ever want to talk to Stanley, my door is always open to you, May.
You too.
Thank you. I'll walk away.
All right.
And just like as he leaves the room, I'll look at Quinn and go, "Shut up."
Love it. I love that. All right. As we cut away from that, I think that Chad said that he wanted to do something before sleep.
Yeah, we don't have to fully RP it because it's a lot of the same questions, but I would check in with Edmund on how he's feeling about the whole primordial thing. And so probably just ask a similar question of like if you like knowing that at one point Flint did talk to his and he told him to like do a very specific task. Is that something Edmund experiences? How he's feeling? Things like that.
Yeah, that's something that I've experienced before. He's talked to me. He's kind of a demanding guy, very dangerous. To be honest with you, getting on that patchwork caravan was one of the things I was supposed to do.
He told, or they told you to do that?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
No. Well, I mean, I think it's clear now. I'm closer to the Sapphire Heart than I've ever been.
Yeah. Maybe they want like the mages to be on the same team too, even though we're not really, but
no, they
sent
definitely
you towards Flint.
It's the reason I've been so curious as to why Flint has such a weird feeling towards me, because I feel a kinship towards him, but not one that's just man-made. It feels like I'm drawn to him. Same way I felt drawn to Lucas. Lucas and I were captured by Quiz at the same time. Lucas and I knew each other.
Right.
But,
well, Flint probably is just an asshole. So.
Yeah. Well. I don't know what I'd do, Chad. I would do whatever I could to keep the most people safe. That's all I really know.
I feel like we talked a little bit about if the gods are no more, it doesn't make sense for the primordials to step in.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know if there was this
What
big
Rosie said was
war.
what Rosie said was weird about Dune.
Yeah, I feel like gods being stressed is just weird in general. Like they're a god, like I get a lot's going on, but like the fact that I don't know did
Hmm.
seem odd,
Yeah.
and I still don't. I think I'm stuck on how this is now suddenly connected when it hasn't felt that way before now. But I mean, I'm not gonna argue with Dune by any means, so
Right.
I trust Rosie.
All I know is that I want to get those other primordial hearts, at least the sapphire one, so that I don't have to walk around with the blindfold the rest of the time.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here. I don't know how long you're gonna stay, but
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. There's something else I wanted to tell you too. Achilles let me know that Madame Tyceroy asked him to report on you guys while I was gone. And that seems out of character for her. And I'm not really sure why. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna bring it up or
What do you mean by
something.
you guys? Like a
The
little
group.
help?
A little help, yeah. When I was gone for this.
I mean, maybe she just wanted to make sure that you were aligning yourself with those who you should. I don't know.
Yeah. It's just the secrecy of it makes me feel
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe
strange. Besides
I
just
don't know.
saying Achilles gonna send reports. That makes sense, you know?
Right.
Why hide it from me?
Seems like a conversation that maybe you should have with her.
Yeah, I
maybe call her out on it.
just haven't figured out how to do that without it being clear that Achilles told me. I don't want any faults to fall upon him, but
That's a good point.
I'll bring it up one way or the other when I see her again.
I think I want to try to get some sleep now.
Yeah. I think that's much needed for everybody.
Is a king willing to share my hammock?
I guess.
All right. And the two of you eventually find yourselves asleep. Yes, Rosie.
If possible, just one last thing before bed.
Yeah.
One more time. It might be two things depending on what happens.
Okay.
Is there a mirror in my room?
Yes.
I think I've done this before, but I just want to check.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look at myself with this Sears lens in the mirror?
Mm-hmm. There is a bright, shining sun behind you.
Okay.
Roll a religion check.
Swear to God.
That is a 17.
Okay.
Based on that, I told myself that if that was what happened, I would go to Chad.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, Chad, do you have a minute to talk?
I'm like mid climbing into the hammock. Yeah.
You can get in there.
course.
It's not going to be long. I don't know who else to go to. And I know you're good at dealing with bigger things, bigger than yourself.
Rosie, I'm here too. I didn't want to.
Ah!
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Just kidding. I knew you were there.
Oh. Would you like me to leave?
Yeah,
okay.
No. You can stay, Edna.
Oh, all right.
I can't help but shake this feeling that something is not right. And I want to look at Chad in the lens. and
Mhm.
see if he's still chosen by same
Lathander. Mhm.
Lathander. I have the list somewhere, but I
Yeah, you're
can't find
good.
it.
Yeah, you see a road. You see a road traveling from the back
Yeah.
of Chad into a sunset.
I when I was at the God's Plane, there was a cave,
Mm-hmm.
and in the cave were voices. And when I tried to go into the cave or look at the cave, Dune got really upset and told me that if I looked at it, my brain would explode. And he was just very, he raised his voice at me, which I thought was really uncool. And I don't know really what to make of it, but I'm feeling unsettled by my belief in him as a higher power, and I don't quite know what to make of that, and I kind of just wanted to tell somebody.
Ooh.
I mean,
yeah, I'm saying,
yeah,
oof.
that's yeah. I mean, I was actually just talking to Edmund about hearing that he was stressed. Seems odd.
Yeah, he's been stressed this along like a couple times that I've seen him. He's really, really wants me to be on this path of getting everybody to not believe in the gods anymore. And like, I get it, but I don't get it. And I don't really know how I feel about the belief in humanity being a higher power. But I'm also not opposed to it. I'm just, oh God.
Have you been able to have like this kind of conversation with Dune before? Like this so direct? I feel like he's been much more prophetic and mysterious and all of that versus, I mean, if he could just bring you to the plane of the gods, why didn't he at like the beginning of all this and say, hey, here's what's up, you know?
Yeah,
just
no. If I recall, I think I had trouble, really. Didn't I?
Yeah.
At the beginning, like I was not being able, like I couldn't connect. So yeah, this is new and intense.
Yeah. Just by what you're saying, it seems either something has changed that made him so off, or I don't know, outside of the god plane, can you try to connect with him now and see if you feel a similar connection? And I don't know if it was a dream or a vision or an illusion, but maybe it wasn't what we thought it was. If you connect with Dune now, that is actually you maybe connecting with the real Dune or him again, and he can be like, it's all good, I'm fine, you know, sorry for yelling at you earlier.
Wait, the real Dune, like you don't think that the Dune that I see is the real Dune?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know who else could have brought you to the plane of the gods, but
maybe I'll sleep.
Seems out of character for him to do all of this right now and be so direct when he's never really given clear direction.
So you think it's weird? You agree?
Yeah, I think it's weird. I don't know what that means, but I think
Super
it's
weird.
Yeah.
Thank you, Edmund.
And I mean,
okay, well, I'm gonna go to bed and think about this, and thank you for listening to me, Chad. I'll let you know if anything happens, but maybe don't tell everybody.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you definitely know Dune better than any of us. And if you feel like something's off, I believe that. But if after a night's rest you think that it was Dune and he was just stressed and there's a lot going on, I'm not sure why he had a cave of people or things. That seems, I think, the weirdest, that he kind of restricted this cave that he brought you there anyway, and so why would he bring you to a place that you couldn't then see into this cave? It just,
yeah.
let's sleep on it and let me know. And whatever you think is best, I'll I'll be behind you for it.
Thanks,
Got your
Chad.
back, Rosie.
I'll
I'll give
look
you a
at
hug.
Edmund.
Be like, don't just
Yeah.
pat me, give me a hug.
I'll look
Edmund,
at
when you look at
Edmund
Edmund,
and-
he's just like lying in the hammock looking up with a blindfold on.
Thank you, Edmund.
You white people smiles.
And I'll just one last like loving look to Chad and then go
Yeah.
to bed.
Okay. So, you all find yourselves asleep on the ship in your various locations. You get a long rest.
Huzzah.
So you're able to get that. In the early morning hours, as you all wake, you are stirred awake by the sound of warning bells
Oh, no.
coming from the deck of the ship.
Dude.
You
don't have to do
just
this.
over and over again. Ding, ding, ding. You know that Sam is currently ringing the bell. You don't know exactly what it means, but you know it means bad shit. What do you do?
I run up on deck. This time, taking the time to put on all my armor.
Yeah, same.
Okay,
all that
so it takes
shit.
you about, with leather armor, it'll take you about between 5 and 10 minutes to get your armor on.
Yeah, I'm not making that. I don't want no more clay people stabbing me in the fucking face.
I get it.
Mud
it.
doesn't need armor, so he runs up barely clothed.
Oh my god.
Just grabs his big hammer and
In his boxers.
Big hammer.
Mud, when you get up there,
Then he grabs
you
his weapon.
see, you see Sam currently ringing the bells. You look over, and on the port and starboard side of the ship, you see multiple fast like entities in the water. You can't really see what they are. Could be dolphins, could be sharks, could be like whatever. Like they're really fast, so you definitely don't think it's sharks. Could be dolphins, but Sam seems to have an idea of something not good happening, and you just see like at least like it looks like 5 on each side.
I'll cast Speak with Animals and just see if I pick up anything. Them yelling in the
How
water.
far?
I
range
mean,
on
as
that?
far as I can hear. So it'd be like I cast it on myself, and then if there's anything that I can make out,
I would say that you don't hear the language of any animals.
Okay.
As
start
everybody
doing ship
else,
stuff, whatever
Yeah.
protocol is.
as everybody else gets up onto the deck, you start to see 2 of these on either side, and I'll say everybody's gotten up here. Everybody's like you've like pick a side of the ship. Like you all go either to the port side or the starboard side. You're looking over. You see 2 on each side start to break the surface of the water, and they're quite large. And you realize that on either side, it's 2 killer whales. These whales were not speaking or saying anything. You still don't hear anything. But what you do see is that they have these ropes tied around them.
Uh-oh.
And on the back of each of these killer whales is a large skin drum. And 2 creatures appear on the back of these killer whales.
All right.
You know what these creatures are, Mud. You've experienced them before. You see these like mer people almost come up onto the whale of the ship. They have fish tails. But instead of like a very human upper body, they have fish-like humanoid upper bodies. As you see 2 marrows come up on top of the killer whales, and they both take out these wooden clubs, and they just start banging on the drums as loud as they can. You see the other 4 on either side start to break water. The marrows start to appear, and you see them almost like they rise their humanoid selves out of the water, and their fish tails are just under the water, propelling them at incredible speed forward. You see that one looks at you, Mud, and it kind of tilts its head, and then it takes his harpoon and is going to fire at
Oh,
you.
they're bad news. These aren't nice. I was about to ask.
He is going to fire at you. Okay.
Gotta pop on that.
That is a
River
19
Darkness.
to hit,
Hits.
and I need you to make a strength.
Oh, come on.
It's a regular
You're
strength
buff. Get
check.
fucked. You'll be
I got
fine.
a +9. I'm probably gonna roll a 1. I know. 27.
It rolled a 9. So you, well, first of all, you take 12 points of piercing damage as a harpoon from this gun flies forward and like pierces your bicep, and it stabs into you, and you feel yourself start to be pulled in the direction towards the marrow, but you're able to pull it back, and the harpoon rips out of place and comes back to the marrow. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Can I go into a rage? Like
And
when
we
it-
will find out where that initiative stands at the end of this break.
And I'm not gonna roll it until
after. So,
Yeah.
take a second to stand up, get some water, stretch, but don't be gone for too long because we will be right back.
What?
Hey everybody, welcome back to Charmed Persons. We just left off with the party and the crew of the Jade Dragon currently being under attack from some marrow creatures. The only characters from the crew who are on deck. Where is he? Here's Rex.
Sam's about to carry us again.
Rex is here and Sam is here.
the flying.
I have my armor on this time, so
I do too.
watch
Wow.
out.
I gotta get Rex up in the air.
This combat brought to you by Subaru.
I found a
Drives on
sticker,
the water.
Eric,
Subaru.
and this is for anybody who has me for the thing for the Secret Santa.
Mm.
There's a sticker that's like Subaru adjacent or like almost as good as a Subaru. That's like a bumper sticker, and I'm like, I want that.
That's awesome. Whoever I have is getting.
Are you gonna put it on your bike? Oh, see, we lost you again.
I muted myself. I thought I was unmuting myself. My car is at the doctor, and it will hopefully be okay.
All right, so at the top of the turn order, facing this group of marrow, these mer fish people who are firing harpoons at you and the crew. At the top, we got Chad. You're up. Morton, you're on deck.
Well, I'm really good at ranged things, so I'm gonna do really well.
Uh-huh.
But I assume at least we see the harpoon, so we can see they have some sort of ranged attack on us.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll use my action to activate haste with my rapier.
Okay.
And then just kind of not actually hide, but stay behind the basic railing of the ship and hope that they come where I may be of use.
Okay. All right. So,
I can't do anything
so
at distance.
So are you holding your hasted action until someone gets in range of you?
Yes, I
Okay.
forgot that because I immediately get the extra action with haste.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah. Then I would hold that action as well, which is just my
Okay.
rapier attack.
Alrighty. Then we move on to Morton. Achilles, you're on deck.
Damn, I had my idea, and then I realized the mechanics wouldn't work. Are they right? What are they on? Are they on something?
The ones that are right in front of you are not on anything. The two that are like really far away on either side, they're the ones that are on the killer whales.
Okay.
The ones who are
glad
just down there are just going.
Glad I asked, because I was going to do something pretty stupid. I am going to cast Shadow Blade on my rapier.
Okay.
Which is my bonus action. Or no, cast Shadow Blade, and then I have my rapier.
Yeah.
It's been too long since I've done more. And then for my action. Oh, that's right. I've taken this spell. I'm gonna launch a firebolt at the marrow closest to me, which is the 15-foot away one.
Alrighty, roll for attack.
It's just a D20 and then plus whatever modifier that is, right?
Your spell attack
great.
modifier, yeah.
Awesome. That probably doesn't hit. That's an 11.
11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Damn.
You see it go towards him, and it just very quickly ducks under the water. A little bit of steam comes off the ocean.
Yeah, and then and then that's it. That's all I can do. So
all
I'm
right.
gonna. Oh no! Can I duck behind the railing?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I would say you can get half cover from ducking behind the rail. Actually, you have half cover now, so I'd say you can get 3/4 cover by ducking down.
Yeah, I duck down. See,
so basically, you'll have a plus. What's 3/4 cover? I think plus. Hold on. You get a +5 to your AC with 3/4 cover if someone tries to attack you from the ship.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
From the marrow. If someone was on the ship, that wouldn't count. But okay, so at the end of your turn, it is now Achilles' turn. Then Captain Rex will have a turn, but then it'll be Flint. So Achilles.
Yep. So because my psychic blades have a range attack to them, I'm just gonna make my first main attack to the guy that Morton tried to hit.
Okay. What is the range on your psychic blades, just so I am aware?
60 feet.
Okay, cool.
That's also an 11, but
yeah, that misses.
I'm gonna use a psionic energy die to make that a homing attack, so I'm gonna add a D8 to that.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
1 moment. Let me mark. Never mind. I'll remember to do it. Okay. Plus. Oh, that was a D10. My bad.
You good?
Yeah. Plus 6, so that makes it 11 plus 6, 17.
Yep, that's good.
Cool.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
So that's gonna be D6 plus 5, 9 points of psychic damage to that guy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to again fling the other one that I have at him.
Yeah. Roll an attack.
Is that a 9 plus 18?
That'll hit.
Cool. Yeah. 6 additional points of psychic damage.
Okay. So you do you think that when you attack at range with your shadow blades that they spiral, or do you think that they fly through the air like a dart?
I think it's more of a dart.
Yeah, so you thrust out your hand, and the blade kind of almost like a javelin throws flies out of your hand and travels right towards the creature. You see that it's about to miss, and at the last second, you like twitch your wrist, and the dart corrects itself, stabbing into the creature. The next one flies through, stabs the creature, and you see that you've done damage. It kind of it screeches and looks up towards you, pissed off. But that is your action, bonus action. You want to do anything with your movement?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Well, you would have to get up to the edge, by the way, to do that. Sorry.
That's perfect because I'm gonna mirror what basically I'm just doing exactly what Morton did. I'm gonna also duck down and add.
We'll put you right there, but we know that you're behind the edge, Morton.
Cool.
So yeah, you use your movement to duck down behind, and that'll give you 3/4 cover. Perfect. That is the end of Achilles' turn. Captain Rex's turn is just keeping this ship on course. So that is what he does with his turn, and then it is Flint, and then Maywin, you're on deck.
All right. I run up to the edge of the ship. They're still in the water, right?
They are still in the water, yeah.
How far down?
Like 15 feet.
Okay. I say to myself as I run to the edge, hey, if anyone's looking to my eyes, check this shit out.
Fantastic.
And I use my bonus action to activate my elemental gift, and I begin to fly.
You see, as Flint's running across the deck, his legs turn in this tornado of earth and dirt as he rises up above. Do you also get the arms with that, or is that a separate thing?
I believe I can choose one or the other. So.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you fly up in this spiral.
And
That's
then
your
I
bonus
will
action.
fly down to off the ship in front of this one in the water and attack it with my warhammer.
You fly down off into it. Awesome.
Yep.
Roll for attack.
15 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
All right, that is 13 bludgeoning damage and 10
Woo!
force damage.
Damn.
And it gets pushed back 5 feet, but I'm just like smashing it from the head right above the water. So.
Okay, hold on just a second. Doing something here. Okay, so that was a total of 23.
Yes.
Yeah. You see, the creature does not expect you to fly down, and you swing your warhammer and slam into the head of this creature. You see that it does like get pushed like 5 feet underwater just from the sheer impact, and is now like 5 feet underwater beneath you.
Okay, I just is it swimming or it's not riding on anything? Is it not riding?
No,
on
it's
anything?
swimming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just stay right there. That's my turn.
All right. That is the end of Flint's turn. Maywin, you are up. Then the Marrow.
I would first turn to Batty, who's right behind me, and say, "Go watch Quinn." Just
Okay.
have her go.
She
Hi, Quinn.
runs inside.
And then I'm going to shoot my longbow at this guy and that guy. One shot
Okay.
each.
Roll for attacks.
10 dice. Nat one. Oh, I get to reroll nat ones. Whew.
Yeah, you do.
26 to hit.
26 hits. Roll damage on that one, since these are
Okay.
two separate guys.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the next one is 15 to hit.
15 hits. Roll damage.
It's gonna do, oh god, 7 points of damage.
Okay, so you fire 2 arrows, one right after the other at these creatures. Both of them embed themselves in their scaly flesh. You see them kind of wince and growl in pain. Yeah, you nail it with both shots. That was your action? Anything with bonus action?
No, I think that I'm going to just, hold on, let me make sure I'm right about bonus action. I guess I will cast, since I didn't cast a spell, I'll just cast, nope, I'm not going to. Sorry, nothing.
No worries, you're good.
I'm
That's
just
the end
going
of
to
your
take a step back from the edge.
Step
so I'm
back?
not
Okay, yeah,
melee.
easily enough. All right, so now it's the Marrow's turn. First, this one up at the top right, the one that fired at Mud, is going to just fire at you again. Okay, so that is going to be a 12 to hit. I'm assuming that misses for Mud.
Yes, miss.
Yeah.
Miss.
Okay, so then the next one is going to actually, let me see here. Okay, yeah, so cool. So that's the end of its turn. The one that is attacking you, Flint, is going to come up and it's going to jump out of the water and go to bite you.
Good luck.
Oh wait, no. There we go. That is a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. He goes to bite you. You dodge out of the way. He is then going to attempt to, I think, grapple you. So I need you to roll an athletics check here.
Of course. 22.
He rolled a 10, so he jumps up, grabs onto you, but can't really hold on and slinks back down into the ground. This one here is then going to attempt to fire his harpoon at you.
Good luck.
He rolls a 13, which misses. but he's going to swim up and try to bite you now.
Yeah, right.
And rolls a natural 20 on that.
Oh, okay.
And he does only 12 points of piercing damage with that bite. This one is then going to come up to you and attempt to grapple you. I need you to make an athletics check.
No problem.
He rolled
24.
he rolled less than that, and he's going to use his second attack to try again. He rolls a 15.
Okay. Oop, natural 1.
Natural 1. Okay, he grabs you with his second attack. He used 5 feet of movement to come to you. He is then. It is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult terrain, but he is going to swim 30 feet down.
Okay.
With you in the
fine.
water.
It's not, but thank you for trying.
I can breathe underwater.
Fine.
That's the end of his turn. He can't breathe underwater.
Sure.
They don't know that. That's the end of his turn. This one's going to get a little bit closer and shoot his harpoon at you, Chad. I'll say you have just half cover just standing there, so you'll get a +3 to your AC. Which is already stupidly high. But he's going to try anyway. That's an 8. So he misses on that. But he is going to grab the bottom of the ship and start to climb, but he can't get up there with his full turn. That is the end of that side. Coming over to this side, this one is going to use his full turn and movement to get up onto the ship. So that's what he does. This one is going to fire his harpoon at you, Rosie. You have half cover. You're going to get a +3 to your AC. That is a 17 to hit.
Just hits.
Just hits. I need you to roll a athletics check, or no, just regular strength check for me.
14.
It rolled a 22. First of all, you take 7 points of piercing damage, and you are then pulled off the ship and down into the water with this marrow.
Not great. Not great.
That is the end of his turn. This one's going to come over here and attempt to bite you. He gets a natural 19 on the die, so he's going to succeed on this. He deals 11 points of piercing damage and is then going to claw at you. At advantage because he's but that doesn't succeed anyway. He rolled a 10 at advantage, so that'll fail. This one is going to use his full turn and movement to get up onto the ship. He gets up, lands right next to you, Achilles, but there's nothing he can do. And this one is going to I think he would go also deal with the Rosie situation. Especially since he's been hurt. So Rosie, he is going to attempt to bite you, which is an 18 to hit, and does 10 points of damage. It is then going to claw at you with a natural 1 and misses. Oh wait, nobody would have advantage, but that's only a 14, which I don't think hits, right?
Do I still have the +3?
No.
It just hits.
Okay. So that is 8 points of slashing damage. That is the end of all of those Marrow's turn. The other ones on the whales just keep drumming. And that's the end of the Marrow's total. Rosie, after all that, it's now your turn, bud. You're on deck.
Well, guess who had a plan and now doesn't? So give me...
And you are currently grappled, by the way.
Cool. I am... Does that affect my spell casting at all?
No, not your spell casting.
Would being in the water was being in the water what was giving them advantage?
To hit you?
Yeah.
No, the ones that you were grappled by that one, and that's why the other two had advantage.
Is me being in the water considered difficult terrain?
For sure.
I'm going to cast Freedom of Movement on myself.
Ooh, okay. Will you read that for the audience?
You touch a willing creature. I am gonna invert it. I'm willing. For the duration, the target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain, and spells and other magic effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained.
Okay, so this isn't a magical effect, it's just a creature holding you. But what I will say is I'll allow you to do an athletics or acrobatics check to get out of the grapple at advantage with the spell.
Yeah, it's mostly
Is what I'll
just
give
so
you.
that water, being in the water,
sure.
doesn't affect
For
me.
sure, yeah. But it's a good spell, so
Oh,
I'll give you
Jesus!
I'll give you advantage on the check to get out of it if you want.
Okay, what am I rolling? Sorry.
Oh wait, that was your action though, wasn't it? Freedom of movement.
That is now my action, but
Okay.
yeah.
So you can't try to break out this turn.
So I'm not restrained. Or wait,
No,
sorry, say that
you
again,
are,
sorry.
You are restrained because it's not a magical effect that's restraining you, it's just a creature holding you.
Okay, but then, so I'm not rolling for anything.
Yeah, because you used your action to cast the spell.
Yes, and
Yeah.
then,
So you have a bonus action if you want to use that. Or actually,
I do,
no, it would still take
but
an
it
action,
would,
sorry.
it would be
Spell?
a spell,
Yeah.
and since we're not playing those rules,
Well, I mean, it's rules as written.
Those stupid rules.
I'm sorry, I'm just making sure that there's absolutely nothing I can do.
You're good, don't worry.
I mean, yeah, I can't move and I can't use a bonus
Yeah.
action to like try to get out of the grapple, so I will be Dunzo.
Okay, that's the end of Rosie's turn. Mud, you are up.
So the harpoon that shot me with the rope, is it still in my arm?
No, it got pulled back since you succeeded on the check.
Damn. Okay. Does there have, and those people by Flint are all like underwater, you said, or are they on?
No, they're all right there at the surface of the water.
If I stand like right here, can I hit them with a maul, or would I have to?
What's the range? It's 15 feet down.
Oh, okay, never mind. We're
Yeah.
on a boat. Forgot.
Yeah.
Is there any rope that is attached to the boat near me
Sure.
that I can like hang onto and hold off the boat or like swing off the boat?
100%. I will give you disadvantage on the attacks because you're
That's
holding
fine.
on to the rope.
That's
But
fine.
you're a barbarian, so you could reckless attack and make it a straight roll.
Can I?
Is that a certain type of
Yes, I
barbarian?
can. Nope. Yep, you're right.
Okay,
I can
cool.
do that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll
Okay.
hang off the side of the boat and then recklessly attack the one guy right there
Perfect. That's the guy that's yeah. Go ahead.
with my maul. That's a natural 20.
Nice.
That's
Go ahead and roll for the
20.
second attack.
Yeah. 13 on the second one.
13 just misses.
So
But
are
nat
we
20.
doing JMO?
Yes, JMO rules. So it's max
JMO.
damage, and then just roll the dice one more time.
So max damage would be 12.
And then you just roll the dice one more time. and add
Roll.
that.
12 plus another 9 is 21. Plus 5 is 26. Plus 2 for raging is 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
I would say then that you have another attack you didn't miss that second one because with that
Oh, okay.
you completely just like slam this fish creature in the head. Its skull caves in, and it immediately flops down onto the ground and gets lost in the ocean behind everybody else.
Then I'll move kind of like under Flint because you're flying, right, Flint?
I'm underwater.
Well, he's grappled and now
You're grappled
underwater.
underwater.
Yeah.
So
Oh
can
yeah,
I
no, he's 30 feet underwater. So he and this guy right here, this one. So this guy's still there.
So I'll move
This guy
over
is
and
still
catch
there,
him.
but this guy has fled underwater. Yeah,
23.
that hits.
Hits.
Roll for damage.
So it's 6, 11, 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Perfect. Yeah, you nail this creature. It screams and screeches in pain. It's a completely unnatural noise. You've heard it though before. These are a common nuisance.
I'll
Go
yell
ahead
out, "You
and-
just gotta bonk him in the head!"
Go ahead and roll a history check at advantage for me.
Pulls out a book while he's doing this.
Not Mud's strong suit, I guess.
No, but I rolled an 18. Where's history? I have +3. 21. I'm proficient
Okay.
in history.
We'll come back to that.
Ah.
So it's now Toucan Sam's turn. He's actually going to spend his turn in the crow's nest. He seems like a little flustered by something and is scared and is spending his time in the crow's nest. It is now Edmund's turn, who is going to look at you, Chad, and say, go get him. And he's going to cast Fly on himself and you. So now Chad is hasted and able to fly.
Jesus
Hell yeah.
Christ. Fucking just.
And then he's just gonna like kind of fly up in the air over the water and get ready to like go down. But that's Edmund's turn. At the end of Edmund's turn, Mud, you remember something about these creatures.
No.
And it's not, you remember the drums, and you're like, why do I find those drums so annoying? And you remember, oh yeah, that's how they worship their god.
Ah,
Dude.
fuck
And
me.
you think about their god, and a horrifying chill comes over you as out from the depths of the ocean, Flint, you are being pulled down by the Marrows, and next to you is a subway train sized entity that shoots up the water past you, and this huge creature crests out of the water next to the ship with a large circular maw and these two big glowing eyes, as you all see an aboleth break out of the water.
Before it
and
breaks the water, can I just like turn and scream, "Abilene!"
yes, you sure can. And it pumps out of the water right next to you, Mud. And you see it crest over the ship and is currently just huge roar as it screams. Okay, so the aboleth, what does it do? So it is going to raise up in the ground, and you, Mud, it just saw you take out one of its followers, and its glowing eyes are going to look towards you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ugh. 2.
Using its enslave ability.
Aw,
No.
Not the
now-
dumb hot one.
You are now magically charmed by the aboleth until the aboleth
no.
dies or is on a different plane of existence. The charmed target is
Jesus.
under the aboleth's control and can't take reactions, and the aboleth and the target can communicate telepathically with each other over any distance. Whenever the charmed
Fuck.
target takes damage, the target can repeat its saving throw, but you don't know that. So you are currently charmed by this creature, and you feel awe-inspired at this creature, and the last thing you want to do is harm it or see others harm it. And it doesn't control you, but you want nothing more than to protect this amazing creature. And so that is your that's its first action. It is then going to shoot out a tentacle towards you, Chad.
Sure. Yeah.
And he is going to roll a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. He does 15 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Classic.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't wanna.
You gotta.
All right. Constitution. All right.
That's what it says. That's what it sings.
21.
Okay. Nothing happens that you can feel.
Great.
Another tentacle is going to pop out and swing towards Edmund.
Not my boyfriend.
And that is a natural 20.
No.
But his armor's a natural 20, so it's cool.
His armor is a natural 20.
Yeah.
So that is, I rolled pretty low though. That is still 15 points of damage to Edmund, and then he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
When smiles
Which he
underneath the deck.
succeeds. That is the end of the Aboleth's turn for now.
For now. Oh no.
Chad, you are up. Morton, you're on deck.
A quick question. I was trying to remember because I got the water breathing potions before I arrived.
Yes.
And I can't remember if I actually said I handed them out or not. So either I have 5 on me that I actually never gave to anyone, or I gave them to people that said they can't breathe underwater or still need oxygen.
I'm going to roll a d20 in the chat. You want a high number.
Okay.
It's 13, that's not going to be high enough.
That's pretty high.
You did not give out the potions.
Cool.
But I'll say you have one.
Yep, I have 5. So great. Super helpful. Which, Rosie probably wouldn't have had one anyway because she wasn't here when I would have maybe handed them out.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, in my flying form and seeing now this ridiculous thing pop up, I'm gonna fly. I think I'm gonna fly clear to the other side of it in hopes that if Edmund's also flying or someone could flank with me.
Okay.
And just use all of my everything to attack this guy.
All right, roll for attack.
All right. That's a first attack is a 20. God, math. 25 to hit.
Hits. Go ahead and roll all of your attacks.
Okay. Trying to decide if I want to also action surge and just beat the shit out of this guy. I think I'm gonna. So I'm gonna action surge as well. So total number of attacks will be 7.
Yes. Yeah. Because of the bonus action one. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Meanwhile, I did one
double
spell,
on your
and I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
Wait, no, you don't. It would be because it's 2
Wouldn't
for
it be
your regular.
9?
No, it's 2 for your regular.
Hasted.
And
2
then,
for hasted.
And then 2 for hasted, and then 1
And
for
then that
bonus
Two
action.
for another.
And
that
then
double.
2, so 7. Yeah, 7. Because
Don't
you don't
get
get.
hasted for your action surge? You're taking
do
another
you
turn.
get 2 actions?
I think you get what if you're hasted. I think you would.
Well,
double.
let me see what action surge specifically says.
It just says take 1 additional action on your turn.
If it specifically says take 1 additional action, then I would say that is not.
Yeah.
I thought it was turn.
Because haste is just then you get.
You can take 1 additional action, and then let me look at haste. Because does haste double your actions, or does haste grant you?
It says
gains an
additional action. So
Okay,
yeah, so I
no.
get 7
If it doubled
attacks.
your actions, I would agree with
That'd
that.
be
but it doesn't.
bonkers.
So 7, but still 7 total attacks. So you hit with the first
Okay.
one.
Hit with the first one. I'm gonna use a deja vu to reroll that. That's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll for the third.
22 again.
Hits.
I just rolled 3 14s in a row. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, that hits. 4.
17 to hit.
17 misses.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I want to hit this as many times, so I'm gonna use the deja vu again. Reroll that 5. That's a nat 20.
Okay. So you have one more.
And I'm gonna use my last deja vu. To get to a dirty 20.
Okay, so 6 of them hit. One of them is a natural 20, and you
Okay.
used all of your deja vu, your
Yes.
action surge, all of that.
Yes. So hopefully a second one doesn't appear because this is all Chad has. Okay, so then for the nat 20, I'll do that one first just so I don't mess it up with everything else. It gets 8 is max damage with my rapier. And then I roll a d8 again. Meh.
And just give me the grand total, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
Unrelated. What is the exact?
Actually, no. Will you go? Sorry.
and why
Will you
did
go by?
hero pick
Will you
that?
go by attack? Actually, sorry.
Okay, sure.
So do the nat 20 first.
Okay. So it was a.
And Morton, you're on deck, so be ready. Achilles, you're in the hole.
Do you care about force damage with the clockwork rapier?
No.
Okay. Then nat 20 was a 23 total.
Okay. Next.
And then next is got 12.
Okay.
Oh, God, I'm rolling terribly. 8.
Okay.
So that was 3 attacks.
3 more.
13.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Finally a good roll. 16.
Whew. Okay. Hold on.
Well, that would actually be 15 because that would have been my bonus action of Nafara's rapier.
Oh, okay, cool. So I think. Oh crap! Did I do my math
You
wrong?
think it's
I think that's a grand total of 80 points of damage. Is that right? Does that sound right?
I mean, I did 7 attacks and most of them were 10 or higher. So yeah.
I just feel like it just surprises me that it's such an even number. I feel like maybe I did something wrong. But
I wasn't writing him down, but
yeah, but we'll take 80 points of damage.
Yeah.
So you guys see Chad fly up and just slash at this creature. He's hasted, and so you just see him like very quickly chopping away, turning this aboleth into sashimi right in front of all of you. He cuts a huge gash across one of the eyes of the aboleth. It goes roaring in pain and stares you down, and is going to use a legendary action.
That makes sense.
On Mud, because Mud is charmed. Mud, you don't get to roll against this. You take 13 points of psychic damage, and it is going. And it is going to. You see that eye wound kind of close back up, and it starts to use that eye again.
That's rude.
Do I get to re-roll because I took damage?
Yes, you do.
Come on.
Why is it attacking the thing?
That's a 19.
19 succeeds. You are no longer charmed.
Yes.
You see that it wanted to use Mud to heal himself up.
Yeah.
But that is the end of his turn. So you have used your actions, bonus action. Is there any other movement that you want to do?
No, I think I'll just continue hovering around this creature.
Okay, perfect. Morton, you are up. That was a hell of a turn.
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna
I'm
real
spent now,
quick-
so you guys.
I'm gonna run over to this Murrow
Okay.
and before I dive in the water and just fucking fuck it up.
Okay, roll for attack.
I'm gonna attack with my Shadow Blade and my Rapier.
Yeah.
So okay, that better hit. That's a 19.
19 hits.
Okay. I forget if it's been so long. It's been a while since do I have to roll for the
Been a
shadow
while.
blade? It's been a while. Do I have to roll for the shadow blade to hit it? Yes, because it's a
yes.
yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So that'll be a +8. Yeah, that's a +8 too.
It's been 6 weeks, and Evan's like, "Do I roll to hit?" Is that
Listen.
something?
That's a 14 for that one as well.
14 just hits, so both hit.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna also roll sneak attack on one of them because finesse weapons are a thing. So that's 5.
No, why do you have sneak attack?
It says once per turn you can deal an extra 5 d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon. Oh, if I don't have an advantage. It saw me probably.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
you. Unless
That's
it's
why
looking
you.
the
That's
other
why
way.
you need to. That's why you need to attack like with an ally nearby or
Sneak.
It's
while
looking the other.
flanking.
I think it's looking the other way.
It's not. So.
I mean, I said, hey, look over that way with my new telepathy, and it did that. So that's gonna be 1d.
So, but still 2 attacks hit.
Yeah. So that's not great. That's 7 points of piercing damage from the rapier.
Okay.
And then from the shadow blade, that is 15 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
And I think that's all I can do because the shadow blade is a bonus action.
Yeah, so you run up to him, stab him twice. You cause a good amount of damage, like he's immediately bloodied. And he looks back at you, like screeching at you as it reaches out with its claws.
Is it possible in my head to use my newfound telepathy to tell it to turn around? If not, that's fine. I'm just going to try something. Because I don't have any other actions or anything that I can do.
I'm going to say because you've used an action and a bonus action that you're looking for something mechanical happen, and I'm going to say that can't happen.
All right. That's it.
All right, that's the end of your turn. Achilles, you are up, then Rex, then Flint.
Yep. I'm going to make my 2 attacks on the guy right next to me.
Get it.
That's a 14, which I think just hits.
Yep.
Okay. And then do you just want me to give you the total damage because it's the same?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you hit the second one too?
The second one is a 21.
Okay, yeah. So just give total damage then.
Okay. So it's going to be 8 plus. Nice. 8 plus 9, so 17.
17. Nice. Okay.
Then
so you strike forward with your blade. He's like not able to parry them because there's psychic energy, and he's caught off guard by the. Usually pirates aren't this capable.
Well, there you go. And using my mobile feat, I'm gonna back away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. To be right next to that guy. So it's going to be it for me.
Okay, that's the end of Achilles' turn. Rex keeps the ship afloat. Flint, you're 30 feet underwater, grappled. What do you do?
Can I see the surface?
Yeah, you can see the surface.
Okay, sweet. I am going to use my bonus action to cast the spell Far Step.
Okay.
Which is a 1-minute concentration spell. You teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. On each of your turns before the spell ends, you can use the bonus action to teleport in this way again.
Okay.
So
dope.
I am going to.
It's 1 minute duration, but not 1 minute to cast, right?
Yeah, 1 minute duration. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. Just the bonus action to cast. So
you just the creature's like taking you down. You can see it. If you could see it, you could see it almost smiling. And then all of a sudden, you're just like 30 feet up in the air, floating with still this like twister leg. And you see this giant sea creature terrorizing the ship.
Ooh, I'm just gonna like fly into its face.
Okay.
And then hit it with. I vaguely heard Mud say something about hitting it with a bop it on the head, so I'm gonna try that as well and hit it with my warhammer.
Perfect. Roll for an attack.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
All right. So because of my crusher feat,
Uh-huh.
When you score a critical hit that deals bludgeoning damage, attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of your next turn.
Damn, is that for everybody?
Yeah, until the start of your next turn.
Wow, that's amazing.
Amazing.
All right, clutch.
What is it?
Okay.
Hold on, I'll say.
So
Thank you.
that's 13
Okay.
bludgeoning and 16 force, so 29 total.
Wow, yeah, you knock the shit out of this creature. Chad cut him up good, really distracted him. You come up and just like I like to think that you like come out of the water you teleported. So you teleport and then you just take your hammer and you swing, completely knocking this creature. This creature, even though it's in the water, seems to be like stumbling and like wavering back and forth. It's harder for it to keep up to the ship. So any attacks from anybody on this creature have advantage until the end of Flint's next turn. Now, granted, you don't necessarily know that as characters, but know that players mechanically. And that was your bonus action and action, Flint. What else?
Yeah, I'm just floating. Like, how far out of the water is it? I'm trying to stay level with its like face. Is it?
He's like 10 feet. Like his face is like 10 feet above the ship, so it's like a total of like 25 feet out of the water.
Okay, yeah, I would like to just be 25 feet up in front of its face.
All right, it is going to take its legendary action to make a tail swipe at you.
Yeah.
And does a 15. I don't think that hits.
No.
It swings at you with a legendary action, but he's not able to connect. That's the end of his turn, or his legendary action, I should say. Maywin, you are up, then the Marrow.
Okay. I'm gonna look at everybody fucking up this thing. I'm gonna take a step back.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast my new spell, Conjure Animals.
Okay.
And I'm gonna conjure 2 giant octopus right here and right here to help Rosie.
So I'm gonna say that you can't see Rosie. You don't know what has happened to Rosie. Rosie is 15 feet below the deck of the ship on the other side of the ship. You would have no reason to know that she was in danger. You were facing the opposite direction. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just
No,
like
it's okay.
you're making a decision that the player would make, not that the character would make.
Yeah. Okay. I would, I guess, just shoot 2 longbow arrows at this big guy.
Okay. Whoa. Your character zoomed out for some reason for me. Okay, go ahead and roll 2 attacks at the big guy.
Oh yeah, I mean a 30 to hit.
30 definitely hits.
And a 24 to hit.
Both hit. Roll for attack. Or roll for damage, I should say.
8 points and then 9 points.
Nice. So a total of 17. You see that with those 2 shots, you immediately hit it in its underbelly. You see one of the arrows even pierce through the bottom of the mouth into the mouth itself. This creature is, well, I guess it's looking hurt. It's not bloodied, but it's you've caused quite a bit of damage to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
That's it. Yep.
All right. It is now the Marrow's turn. These guys are pissed. The one who is 30 feet underwater comes up to the water and is going to attempt to harpoon you, Flint.
Good luck.
Yeah, he needs it. That's a natural 1. So he misses. And I am going to, for fun, he does, I rolled 2 6s. He does 16 points of damage to the aboleth as the harpoon goes past Flint and slams into the aboleth. That's so funny. That is the end of that guy's turn. This guy's going to continue climbing up onto the ship, is going to get onto the ship, and is going to look around, and Edmund's in the air, Mud is down below. Actually, maybe he would... Yeah, he's actually going to... Mud, I need you to make an athletics check for me.
Done.
You rolled a
let me get
20.
that at- you have advantage on strength checks and saving throws. Advantage. It's an 11, and that is a 9, so 24.
Oof, damn. He jumps up onto the ship, kind of goes along the banister, and then jumps back down, attempting to grapple you on his way down. But he misses and is just going to land in the water and then look up at you and try to harpoon you.
Yeah. Would that count as an attack? Would I be able to use riposte?
Sure, yeah, no, he's using one of his attack actions to do it.
So we use riposte.
Oh man, a fighter barbarian, that's crazy.
I don't know, 11.
Sorry, 11 misses.
So that,
11 misses. He's then going to try to harpoon you. That's a 16 plus 6, 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Go ahead and roll a strength, or a strength check. Just a
All right, you got hundreds of HP. You'll be fine.
21.
21 succeeds. So you take 10 points of damage as the harpoon pierces you, half to 5. As the harpoon pierces you, but then you're able to just like take it out, and it does not work yet again. This guy saw that. Oh man, honestly, more people should have. Okay, so this guy, because it's weird because you guys are all above him. So this guy's gonna swim over to here, and this guy's gonna swim over to here, and they're both going to try to harpoon Chad because Chad's causing a lot of damage to their.
Got this, Chad.
Bring it.
Be an absolute
One
Chad.
rolls a natural 1 again, and I'm not going to hit the aboleth. But the other does roll a natural 20.
Damn.
So that is 13 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make just a strength check.
Damage. All right, strength check.
You rolled a 23.
I have a +0 to it, so there's no way I can. I mean, unless you say a nat 20 would beat it.
I would say a
no
nat
way
20 beats it. Yeah, I would say a nat 20 beats it.
Come on, Nat 20.
There's not a saving throw.
No, it specifically says strength check.
I got a 3.
You are pulled
Eric.
down onto water level with these two
What?
creatures now.
Oh wait, I'm gonna use my indomitable.
Yeah.
That's a save. That's for saving throws.
Oh,
That's
because
a
this is a check. You're right.
strength
You're right.
check.
All right.
Yeah.
Then nope. Yeah.
Nice
I'm
try
grabbing.
though. Nice try. Well, you're at the water level now. So
Okay.
that's the end of their turn. This one who is over by Achilles, he's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't go much further than that. They are slower out of the water, it seems. And he's going to try to harpoon Morton.
Yeah, right.
That is a 17.
That just hits, but I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge.
Uncanny Dodge will have the damage.
Yeah.
So that is 9 halved to 4 points of damage.
Sweet.
I do need you to make a strength check.
The thing I'm famously best at.
He rolled a 16.
You can do it.
No, because I rolled a 14.
Okay.
All right, so you are pulled back and are grappled by this creature. This guy next to you, Achilles, is just going to attempt to bite and claw you.
He has disadvantage because of my cloak.
Cloak of Displacement?
Yeah.
Is that an action to turn on or no?
No, it's just
Okay, cool.
on me.
So you just, every attack against you is at disadvantage? That's nuts.
While you wear this cloak, it projects an illusion that makes you appear standing in place. Blah, 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 blah.
That's crazy.
Once I take damage, though, it stops.
Oh, that's why I was like,
For
that
my
sounds-
turn. It's
that
for my
sounds nuts.
once it takes the first time I take damage, then every attack against me until the start of my next turn just doesn't have disadvantage.
That makes sense. Well, he rolled a 14 with disadvantage, and then with disadvantage a 17. Is that maybe?
I'm gonna use my defensive duelist to bump my AC up to 20, so it misses.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
should've-
So he tries to get you twice, and you're able to just dodge out of the way. One of his claws almost gets at you, and you just take your rapier, and it doesn't do any damage to him, but you just use your rapier to swipe it out of the way. That is the end of its turn. Now the 3 with Rosie. The one, currently you're just at water level. The one that has you grappled is going to use half of his movement to take you 30 feet underwater. So you are now 30 feet underwater. He is then going to bite you, or try to. That is a 22 to hit. So he does 8 points of piercing damage to you, and he's then going to try to bite you again. That is a 12 to hit, which I don't think hits you. So you're still, I mean, you're not like, you're able to move a little bit out of the way, so he misses his second one. The other two Marrow just swim down and attack you 2 times each. So the first one attacking you at advantage with a bite is a God, I'm so bad at math. 15 plus 6. 21 to hit. So that's going to hit. The claws, I'm going to do the attacks first, and then I'll do damage. So then the claws are going to be a 7 plus 6 is a 13. That doesn't hit you, right? With your armor, does 13 hit you?
No, sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. So one attack hit so far. The other guy's going to try to bite you. That's a 21. That's going to hit. And then he's going to try to claw you. That's a 23. That's going to hit. So you'll have 2 bite damages. And then 1 claw. A total of 33 points of damage as they bite and claw at you. And that is the end of their turn. And Rosie, it is now your turn.
I will be making a death save.
Oh, okay.
You're
14.
fine.
14.
Oh, shit.
So that is 1 success for Rosie. That is the end of Rosie's
This has
turn.
been fun, you guys. I've been having a lot of fun.
I'm sorry, I'm just doing my thing.
On all my
fine.
turns.
Mud, you're up.
And like Mud doesn't know that Rosie's dying, right?
No one has said anything.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
All right. Well, I mean, he's just gonna like swing into this position down low, and I mean, I hit the one to his left, still recklessly, so it'll be at normal. I'm gonna roll the Quinn saxophone dice, and that's a 18 to hit.
18 hits, yeah. You're rolling. Is this the big guy you said, or the guy right in front of
No,
you?
to the guy to the left of me.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely hits.
So that's 7, 12, 14 points of damage.
Let me see with that guy. Oh, he hasn't been hit yet. So, yep.
And then I will swing again. 26. And that's going to be 6 plus 5, 11, 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Nice. It's looking real hurt. You bloodied it for sure, but it is still alive.
I think that's about all I can do. I can't do much with my bonus action. How's Rosie doing? No, he'll do nothing. That's the end of his turn.
All right, that's the end of Mud's turn. It is now Toucan Sam's turn.
Yes.
He looks at all of this, sees what's going on, is very terrified, and Sam screams out loudly, "Rosie's underwater!" And he flies down to here, but even with his full movement, because the mass is pretty high, he uses his action to dash, but he gets just to the surface of the water. That is Toucan Sam's turn. It is now Edmund's turn. Speed of 60, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so Edmund uses his flight speed to get about 10 feet below water, over here on Rosie's side. He sees that they have her unconscious in their grasp, and he is going to
This better be good.
You have a lot to make up for in this moment right
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, this is why we didn't say anything, so that Edmund could narratively save Rosie. Or some of us forgot our shield spell, which would have helped.
Some of us forgot we were characters at the same time we were fighting. Sorry.
He can't do much right now, but what he will do is use his action. He will use his action to dash and get right next to Rosie. And that is the end of Edmund's turn. It is now the Aboleth's turn. The Aboleth is going to turn towards you, Chad.
Bring it.
Very pissed off.
Can it? Please don't charm Chad.
It's not even going to attempt to charm Chad because he's pissed at Chad. And he is going to use his tentacles to attack you 3 times. You have
still
pissed him
Thank you.
off.
Emily, that was good.
You are currently grappled by one of his followers, so he will have advantage on all of these
Oh,
attacks.
shit.
Nice.
You'll be
the
fine. Hey,
first-
you'll be fine.
fine.
You're a king.
The first one is a 19, which doesn't hit.
Nope.
Yes.
The second one is a 25, which
Ah.
That hits.
and the next one is almost an natural 20. It's a 19 plus 9, 28
Yeah.
to hit.
Nice.
He is going to deal. Oh wow! I rolled a 6, a 5, a 4, and a 6. 31 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Chad. And I need you to make. Well, I need you to make 1 Constitution saving throw.
So I want to mark that damage. 31 damage and a Constitution saving throw. Ooh. Oh, isn't that a good modifier? 18.
That's good. And then 1 more Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's a saving throw though, so I'm gonna re-roll that one because that was a 4 on the die, and I can use my Indomitable now. And it was worse, so I got a 7.
Okay, noted.
Great.
That is the end of the Aboleth's turn. It is now your turn, Chad. Morton, you're on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and use spare time as my special thing and just get the 31 back.
Okay, yeah. So you you see your body, like, because it just kind of whipped out 3 tentacles at you, and so anybody looking at Chad kind of sees him unnaturally kind of reverse in the air as that damage heals.
And then I'm grappled. Okay. I'm going to attempt to break free of this grapple.
Okay, so go ahead
Since I
and use an athletics check to do so.
God. That's
He
a
rolls
10.
a 16. Okay.
Yep. Cool.
So you grappled, but you have a hasted action, so you can try it again if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to concentrate on haste?
Oh yes, you do. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't want to be that guy.
Nope, you're right. You're right.
I'm gonna go mud.
17.
It's not mud, it's Eric. Don't get mad at
You
Mud.
took
Bud's a nice
30.
guy. Eric's an asshole.
I said
31.
31, so
Mhm.
17 would just be just be what you need.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to break free again. I'll use my second action to.
Yeah. Roll an athletics check. It
Mhm.
it rolled a 15.
I got 18 on the die, so.
Okay, so you break out.
Okay, so I heard the call, but I saw both Sam and Edmund go that way to help Rosie.
Yes.
And I know Morton and Achilles are at least on that side.
Mm-hmm.
And if I leave, then it's 2 people against all of this. So I think I'm gonna bonus action disengage because I have that ability now.
Mm-hmm. So the way this happens narratively is for a brief second, with this ability that you have, I think I called it time to spare, or something like that. What did I call it?
You called it. I marked it on my sheet. But I thought I did. Hold on.
I'm despair. That's when you cry for a minute.
Time saver.
Time saver. You see that for a brief moment, Chad, you're able to hyper focus, and it takes a lot of energy out of you, but you're able to hyper focus, and you stop time for this brief amount of moment, just enough that you can kind of back up from this creature, and then time resumes, and it kind of like reaches to where you were, but you're not there anymore.
Amazing. So I'll disengage and then just fly around to give Flint advantage on the aboleth.
Yeah, and well, you have advantage anyway until the end of Flint's next turn.
True, but now he doubly has.
But now you doubly have advantage.
Even after.
Okay,
and
so
that was all of it.
That's
So
the
that
end
was
of
my
your
2
turn.
actions and bonus. So.
All right, Morton, you are up. Achilles, you are on deck.
So if I were to just attack with my rapiers, would it be normal, or since I was pulled over there?
Because you're grappled? No, it does. Weirdly enough, being grappled does not hinder your attacks.
Fuck yeah, because I'm gonna stab this motherfucker. I was hoping that was the answer. So I'm gonna attack with both my rapier and my shadow blade. Well, maybe
Get
my
into
shadow blade.
it.
Man, I couldn't do it. I was like, that's 25.
That hits. Go ahead and roll for the second attack as well.
Okay. Well, I might not do the second attack.
Okay.
On this one. So let me see how much this damages this fucker. The 11 points of damage.
All right.
Does that kill it?
No.
Damn it! All right, so I'm gonna use. I didn't know if he had done 18 points of damage. If that was close enough to kill it off. So then I will attack with my shadow blade.
Okay.
Which that probably misses. 13.
13 just misses. Yes, unfortunately.
Yep. So
all right. So you are still grappled.
Yep, because I can't break out of it. Can I?
You have to use an action to do so.
That's what I thought. Yep.
All right. That's the end of Morton's turn. Achilles, you're up. Then Rex, then Flint.
This is very strange. I just saw Morton get dragged back. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm going to. Fuck, am I gonna do this? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna take the opportunity attack and just go 5, 10, 15, 20 up to the guy that's got Morton.
Okay. He gets a 10 on his opportunity attack, so he misses.
No. Yeah, and then I'll take my 2 attacks on the guy. 18.
18 hits.
And then
roll damage for that one.
Okay. I think that's just a
sneak attack because you have an ally within 5 feet.
Ooh, well that's way better. So that's 7 plus. How many do you? Okay, I was missing one. Ooh. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
I like to think what happens narratively here is Achilles leaves, the creature swipes at Achilles as he runs away. Achilles is sprinting towards you, Morton. You see in an unspoken moment of conversation between the two of you, Achilles runs forward and pulls back his rapier, and Morton just ducks right at the last second, and Achilles swipes right over Morton's head and just completely chops the head off of this marrow.
I gotcha. And then I'll boogie on back.
Yeah.
Because I did that was 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'll just do 5, 10, 15, 20, and then make my bonus action attack against the other one. Yeah, 23.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
Yes, 9.
Nice. This guy's still standing there, but he's looking hurt.
Cool. That's my turn.
Well, hurt compared to where he was.
Yeah.
All right. Rex keeps the ship afloat. Flint, you are up. Actually, before Flint goes, the Aboleth is going to use a legendary action
Nah, it doesn't have to.
Swipe at Chad.
Oh, thank God.
Nice.
And rolls a 15 to hit, so it doesn't hit. He's then going to use his secondary legendary action to swipe at Chad. And that with a 26 will hit. He
Fine.
deals 19 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Unfortunately, Chad uses a legendary action called Piss Off the Aboleth more.
You're up, buddy.
Okay, I have advantage, so I'm going to attack with my Warhammer.
Yeah, roll for attack, buddy.
24 to hit.
24 hits for sure.
So that's 16 in bludgeoning, 9
Woo!
psychic.
You knock this creature again. He's 16 bludgeoning, 9 psychic, you said? So
Yeah.
total 25?
Yeah.
Yeah, this creature's looking hurt. He's you just knocked some shit into him for sure, and he's not looking great.
Okay.
Compared to where he's been.
I'm just
you
gonna
know.
stay there. I'm trying to divert his attention from Chad a little bit.
Actually, he's gonna immediately use his last legendary action to tail swipe at you.
Oh, actually, I don't
16.
Tail swipe at Chad.
Oh, misses.
16 misses. Okay, he swipes at you.
You are
misses.
full of confidence today, Flint. It's gonna come down real hard on you
Yeah,
at some point.
All right, May, when you're up.
Okay, now that I know that there's shit going down on both sides of the ship, I'm gonna conjure animals.
Okay.
Basically the way, so I'm 2 giant octopi. The way
Okay.
that it says it's supposed to work is that you're supposed to roll initiative for them, but I can just like have them go after my turn, and because I give them verbal commands anyway.
Yes, but they might not like get there when you want them to get there. Like they
What
will
do you
do what you say, but they don't just like magically appear in that moment. That's what the initiative roll is for. Like you
Oh,
roll
okay, yeah.
initiative to see how quickly they can get to you.
Okay, yeah.
So-
I would put one because I can do them in any space within 60 feet. They can be in different spaces.
Okay, and you can at challenge level 1, you can conjure 2 of them.
Yeah, because if it was
Okay.
2, I can only do 1.
Okay, so I'm going to roll initiative for them.
Okay.
And they'll both go on the same initiative. This is
Okay.
they roll a you actually want this. They rolled a 10 initiative, so they're coming
Okay.
up.
So I would put them here and here.
Let's go ahead and put gosh, what do I do for this?
You can just put 2 baddies out there.
No, come on, I gotta have something, right?
A badger's pretty close to an octopus.
Yeah. Because we never got to see him. Oh wait, is that a yeah, let's do these 2 krakens here.
Okay. And I would just give them the command, like, help my friends. And they know.
So where will you point again where you want them to be?
Right here.
Okay.
Actually, like right closer so that it's in melee.
Okay.
And then right there.
Okay.
And they're fey, so they're like a little bit sparkly too.
Okay, so 2 sparkly giant octopus are making their way to the battlefield.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, it's now the Marrow's turn. These 2
Never
are going
met
to
a
swim over here. And they're going to harpoon at Chad, each of them. That's a 12 and that's a 14.
Yes.
And then these 2 are going to harpoon at Mud. Oh, no, Mud, you've already been harpooned, haven't you?
I mean, I've been shot at.
Oh, but you haven't been pulled in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're each going to harpoon at you because you're still like hanging by the rope of the ship. But yeah. And then Flint's in the air. So yeah, they're going to each harpoon at you. The one at Mud is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And the one at Flint is a 22
melee.
to hit. No, they're not right next to you. They're down in the water and you're up.
They would have advantage because I did attack recklessly. If that matters.
Okay, I'll see if I get a nat 20. I didn't get that 20. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me, both of you.
Constitution.
Oh my god. Wow.
A Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
I was about to be
Wait,
like, wait,
this
what
is
did mine
me,
do?
right?
I forget.
This is me.
Wait,
right?
sorry. Is it? Sorry, am I wrong? Oh wait, no, not a Constitution saving throw. Sorry. Strength checks.
Thank God, because I rolled a natural one. So,
All
27.
right, you succeed, and then Flint.
13.
13. Flint, you get pulled down by this creature, and you are grappled by this creature. Mud, you take 7 points of piercing damage. Oh my god, I rolled 2 1s for Mud and 2 6s for Flint. Flint, you take 17 points of piercing damage. And you are now considered grappled. So that is them on this side. These guys are over here. Let's do the one attacking Achilles. He's just going to bite and claw at you. The bite is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And the claw is a 15, which I know does not hit. So the bite...
I'll use Uncanny Dodge to have the damage.
The bite is 7, half to 3 points of piercing damage to you.
Ooh.
That is the end of his turn. The Marrow who have Rosie. One is going to use half of its movement speed to take Rosie 30 feet down, further down. So she's now 60 feet underwater. The other two are going to try to attack Edmund, who just appeared. So they are going to get an 18, which hits, an 8, which misses, a 10, which misses, and a 23, which hits. So they deal... 21 points of damage total to Edmund. He takes a good chunk of damage there. And that is going to be the end of their turn. Rosie, I need you to make a death saving throw for me.
18.
18 succeeds. It's 2 successes.
It didn't attack me, right?
It did not attack you.
It just
No.
drug me. Cool.
Yep, just drug you down. That is the end of Rosie's turn. Bud, you are up.
I will attack the guy to my left again. Do I have advantage with the octopus?
Yes. Well, the octopus is not there yet, so no.
Right.
Sorry.
So it'll just be
Octopi are never there when you want them.
roll attack. It's gonna be a 23.
23 hits.
That's a 4, 9, 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, it's looking rough, but it's still standing.
Oh my god, I should have used a fainting attack. I'll attack again.
Okay.
19 on the dice, like 27.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But does that? What level fighter are you? Does that give you a? I know you're battle master, Emma.
Yeah. That's gonna be 10, 15, 17 points of damage.
You slam the head of this creature into the deck of the ship, killing yet another one.
I will action surge and attack the.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm gonna do it with a fainting attack in the first attack, so it'll just give me advantage.
This guy has not been hit as much.
Yeah. 16.
16 hits.
Cool. Then I add a D10. Not great. 3 threes. So
damn.
9, 14, 16 points of damage. Bludgeoning
Okay.
damage. And then I'll attack again. Do I have to use a bonus action to do that? No, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do a trip attack, even if it can't be tripped. I mean, I still get to add the superiority die to damage if I hit.
Okay. Yeah.
15.
15 hits.
It's better. 6, 9, 15, 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
And with that, you smash the head of the one that is holding Flint, and you kill him.
And then
me?
I'll just kind of
Yeah, you
swing
kill Flint.
over after I wipe Flint's blood off my maul. I'm just gonna swing over, so I'm like with the aboleth, and that's my turn.
All right, amazing. Toucan Sam does not have fly cast on him. He's just able to fly, and he's not able to get 60 feet underwater. So he is just going to. He thinks that. I mean, Edmund's going to do something before he can, so he's actually going to fly back up, and he's going to land on this side of this marrow. and is going to make an attack at advantage. That is a 15, which is going to hit. Oh, dope. Okay, so Achilles, you see Toucan Sam land, and you see this creature going to attack you, and then the creature dries and shrivels, moisture leaving its body, and it falls into ash as Toucan Sam kills it with inflict wounds. And then Toucan Sam just looks at you.
Bow my
That's the end of Toucan Sam's Toucan's tan. It's now Edmund's turn, who is going to take the opportunity attacks and swim away from these two guys. So that is a 24 to hit and a dirty 20 to hit, so both those hit.
Swear to God, we have to save them both.
Oh my God.
He takes 18 points of damage. Just so you know,
Quinn gets hard downstairs.
Edmund's current hit points is 5.
From that?
But he's had a lot of hits.
Yeah, he has been hit a few times.
But Edmund finally reaches Rosie. He is then going to... Yeah. He's then going to grab Rosie. And each of these creatures need to make Constitution saving throws. How close? Within...
Bard them all to death?
Within 10 feet. So yeah, just the one needs to make one. Which he fails. Okay, perfect. So this creature hasn't been hit yet, but Edmund deals 34 points of damage to him. As Edmund grabs Rosie, and then Maywin, you hear a crack of thunder as Edmund casts Thunder Step, grabbing Rosie, and he immediately teleports directly behind you and looks at you, Rosie, or Maywin, Rosie. That is the end of Edmund's turn. It is now the Aboleth's turn.
Don't the little
Forget the
octopuses.
Oh yes, the little octopuses have to go. Thank you. I forgot to put them in the turn order. Let me do that.
I've got their
Okay.
attacks and everything pulled up if you want to.
No, I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
So the first one is going to attack the one that had Rosie. Oh my God. Okay. It's possible. Yes. Okay, so narratively, you see Rosie and Edmund disappear in a burst of thunder, kind of like an underwater bomb going off. You see this bubble of energy under the water, and then as the creature's like left there, like hurting, it kind of like looks around, not knowing what's going on. From the dark depths behind this creature, a tentacle reaches out and grabs it around the throat and breaks its neck as the giant octopus comes into frame. And so that is that one's turn. Then the other one is going to... What is its speed?
60.
60. So yeah, it can get right up behind these guys and is going to attack them. He can attack... Actually... No, he's just going to attack him. Yeah. So that's a... oh, but he misses on the one. He rolled an 8. So he misses the guy that he's attacking. But he's there now. That is the end of the giant octopus. It is now the Aboleth's turn. The Aboleth is going to look to you, Chad, and...
Not that I want anything to have happened, but I did fail that con save.
Oh, I know.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure
I
you
appreciate
remembered.
it. I appreciate it. I
Random
remember.
point. Random
This
point. you
creature is
just
looking very hurt. The Aboleth is going to... You have brought it down to a fourth of its hit point maximum. So it is now going to look at all of you and attempt to dive back into the water. So Mud, Flint, and Chad all get attacks of opportunity on it
With advantage.
with advantage.
Okay, we got this. Come on, guys.
Shit. I'm
If
gonna
you
Well,
don't-
Flint,
attack
Flint
if I
and
hit.
Chad with advantage. Mud not. You
Okay.
didn't. The Crusher thing's over. So Mud, you're just a regular roll unless you use Reckless Attack. Then it's at. Wait, no. Yeah, you're still at a regular roll, Mud.
Would it be?
But Chad and
Oh yeah, it'd be a regular roll.
23 to
Yeah.
hit.
Side of ship.
23
24.
hits. 24 hits.
That's a 19 on the die, so 28.
Okay, so Flint, how much damage did you do?
18
Total.
bludgeoning and 8 force.
God.
So that's 26.
26. Okay, Chad.
I did 13.
13. Mud. I think you're gonna do. I think you're gonna do it, but this
I
guy
rolled-
has. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna do tripping attack again because it says
Listen,
just when I hit with
I
a
think
melee
you're.
attack.
This guy has 7 hit points left.
Okay, I rolled 2 6s and an 8. And it's
Okay. So what I will say is Flint, Chad, and Mud. How do you want to do this?
triple. How do you want to do this?
Together.
Damn.
So I can like hit the bottom of him up so he's just like exposed.
Okay,
and
so
then
the
kinda
aboleth.
wanna-
This is what happens. The aboleth tries to dive down. Mud swings with all of his might, uppercutting the aboleth, sending it back up into the air, right in between Flint and Chad. What do you two do?
I use my far step concentrating spell to teleport inside of it, and then when I'm inside of it, I
Amazing.
fight my way through its organs out the side of it.
Okay,
Amazing.
Chad, what do you do?
If I see him and like see some sort of movement, I'll like try to find where I think Flint's coming out and just like carve a hole that Flint bursts out of.
So Flint teleports into the throat of this creature. You see the creature thrashing back and forth with Flint inside of him. And then Chad takes his rapier and cuts him up, allowing Flint to literally just break out, exploding this creature. This is what I'm going to say happens here. So these Marrow, who worship this aboleth as a god, all witness not only a lot of their friends be killed, but their god be decimated in front of them. They are then going to shriek in terror, and they are all going to dive underwater and attempt to swim away. Nobody would get attacks of opportunity other than the octopus. They don't feel this. You said to protect your friends. They don't feel the need to do anything if they're running away. So no opportunity attacks happen. So with that, we will say that combat is over.
Is everyone good?
Hot damn.
Yeah, I did so much during that combat and didn't ruin anything.
Rosie or Maywin,
Yeah.
you are currently kneeling over Rosie as Edmund has her body kneeled
Yeah.
down on his knees and his hands.
I'll cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I would fly
I just
over.
rolled 2 8s.
Because you have 2 successes and no failures, I would say there's no need to roll any more death saves. This would all happen before you would fail from that way.
I rolled very well, so you get 22 points.
Ooh.
So,
Damn.
Rosie, the last thing you remember is being dragged underwater, these creatures just slashing and biting at you. The next thing that happens to you is you wake up on the deck of the ship with Edmund holding you in his arms, Maywin standing over you concerned, and you're looking up at the sky of the ship as you see Chad fly and kind of land next to you, and everything seems to be much more calm. But that's what you see, Rosie, as you wake up.
Cool. That was fun.
Rosie, are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
sure,
just
Rosie?
another day.
What?
It's not just another day. You almost
That-
died. Are you okay, Rosie?
Yeah, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Where are we headed? Are we close? Should we keep going?
I am a
Oh.
god.
Oh, jeez.
Man.
You
That's
are
the
badass,
spirit.
Rosie.
I have to go to the bathroom,
Oh, okay.
and I would.
Oh,
Yeah, Edmund just looked like, what's he
Um,
doing?
I'm not going to the bathroom.
Okay.
What?
We'll come back to you, Rosie, here in just a second. What does everybody else do right as combat ends and you're on the deck of the ship?
Is there anything of value on the marrow that's dead in front of me?
You see that these guys are very homemade. Like their harpoons are made out of like dried sinew that has been made into a rubbery band that can like fire like a crossbow harpoon. So you have a regular harpoon that you can pick up, a dagger made of a shark
No,
tooth, it
I'm
looks
just
like.
if there was nothing of
But-
value that for any reason, I just push the marrow body into the water, get that shit off board, and this kind of. I did not do well.
Thought that was actually that shadow blade is really cool actually.
Yeah, but there were so many things I wanted to do, and it just did not happen. I couldn't get to Rosie in time, and
Well, that makes
almost died. And
you didn't almost.
No. She.
Oh yes, Miss Rosie did almost die. No, it was. Look, not every round of. What am I trying to say? You can't be perfect every single time, and I thought you did quite well.
Yeah.
Magic is very impressive. Not all of us can do any of that, so good job.
He like rolls his eyes mostly to himself. He's like, "Thank you."
A begrudgingly accepted compliment.
The shadow moves to the center because he's wearing a sort of darkness. The shadow just moves to the group in the center. Everyone all right?
Edmund kind of limps over to you, Maywin. I don't know if you have any more of that to spare, but I took quite a big beating help trying to get to Rosie.
I'll give him a 2nd level cure wound.
Is that Quinn?
Four,
You from
no,
below deck?
12 points.
He's become omniscient in his coma.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Maywin.
I would.
Hey, are you
run-
okay? Did you get hurt?
Me?
Yeah, are you? That was very impressive with those octopuses.
Oh no, I'm fine.
Okay, good.
By the
I
way,
was
you
strapped
see the
on me.
octopi on the side of the ship, like waving their tentacles.
I would go give both of them a little boop as a thank you, and then I would dissipate them right as I.
The-
In a puff of glitter.
as all this is happening,
Lots of
Rosie,
pollution in the ocean.
underneath the deck of the ship, where do you go?
I would eventually follow, not immediately, but knowing what she just told me and with my passive insight, I think knowing that probably something's up more than just she has to pee, I would follow eventually, but not like.
Well,
right
let me
away, but I would.
let me ask Angie. Would Rosie be trying to hide the fact that she is lying?
She might really have to pee, I think.
Death makes
Yeah,
you
she
void.
was just under the water and
Okay, well then I won't. Well then, no deception check is needed. So yeah, with your passive insight, you probably see that there's a little something else going on. But if you want Rosie to be really trying to act as if everything's fine, then you can roll a deception check.
I'll do the deception check. Natural 1.
Okay, yeah. You know that something else is going on with Rosie. Rosie, where do you go?
Okay. One thing memory wise, who was the person who last sent us in a teleportation circle, or like where?
The person who last did that was in Bayhoff.
Yeah.
The I forget exactly. It's just one of the people who worked with the Chancellor.
Who's the person in Barrington that has the teleportation? I've tried to find that. I thought I wrote them down.
Aren't they dead?
I don't know if there is someone in Barrington.
No, okay. I
There's
thought we
someone
had.
in Lavaria.
Oh, it's
but-
isn't Lavaria Life?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, perfect. Who? Where was Gilmarie for all this? Under the thing?
She does what she does best, which is just to hide in the danger. You probably, if you go into your room and see her, you probably see that she's like annoyed and mad, and then you walk in and she sees you and she's happy to see you. Hi, Gilmarie.
That's Gilmarie.
She's really happy
Or
to see
Rosie.
me.
Yeah.
Gilmarie's hammered.
Hi, Rosie. I'm really glad to hear you're okay. I'm sorry. I'm so pissed that I couldn't have done anything. I hate that I just hide in these fights.
It's okay. get your stuff together. And is Quinn's body still in his room?
It is. Yeah.
Cool. Is the bag of holding that he has there as well?
Yes.
I would hurry her to get her stuff together.
What's going on?
Just get your stuff together. We'll talk soon. We'll talk later. And as I am doing that, I will cast Ascending to Leif.
Okay.
Hi, Leif. It's Rosie. Is there any way you can send a teleportation circle to the ship I'm on? That would be cool. Love you.
He would respond by saying, hey Rosie, I would need to know where the ship is. I can, yeah, it would take me a second, but I can have someone scry on you, and then I would be able to see the ship, and I would be able to teleport to the ship, I think.
Would I know where we are?
Like where in the ocean?
Yeah.
I mean, you have you have an idea, but he needs a very specific location.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would send another sending.
Uh-huh.
If that is if that is within your capabilities, that would be great. I'm missing my family really bad and would like to go.
You hear a response from Leif. He says, like, yeah, let me see what I can do. I'll send a message if I can't do anything, but if not, you'll see me here in a bit. As this is happening, and after you send that spell, you hear a voice in the back of your mind. Rosie, what are you doing?
Who is this?
Rosie, it's Dune. Are you taking the route? Are you giving up?
Who's in that cave?
You hear like a low growl in the back of your voice. You blink and you open your eyes and you are next to the stream. Next to the log with Dune. Chad, you come back down after following Rosie. You come into Rosie's room and you see Gilmarie standing there with her bags packed, looking a little confused.
Oh, sorry, I was just looking for Rosie. She
Oh
seemed a
yeah,
little upset, so
if you see her, will you tell her to come find me?
What the?
yeah. Are you
She just told me
going
to,
somewhere?
Gilmarie ain't no snitch. So Gilmarie kind of like
That's my girl.
So Gilmarie kind of gets the. I mean, she knows her wife. She knows what's happening here. So she looks and she says, "No, I think she's just really. She really needs to get to where we're going. I think she doesn't want to be on this boat anymore. Let me know if you find her, okay?"
Can I insight check that?
Sure. Yeah, you can insight check. She's gonna roll a deception check.
He's not gonna do it.
She rolled a 19 on the die for a total of 22.
I'm just kidding.
I got an 18 on the die, but I get plus 10, so
Oh
28.
my gosh. You feel like she's being deceitful.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't comment on that, but does kind of narrow his eyes and says, "Yeah, I'll see if I can find her. Let you know if I do."
Thanks, and she shuts the door.
Rosie.
Dune is standing with his arms crossed, looking at you.
Like a little bitch.
Rosie, what is happening now?
You tell me.
I have told you everything that I can tell you.
then why are my guts in knots and I feel less capable than I ever have?
Maybe
in the
because I
entirety-
trusted the wrong person. Did I? Because it seems like I did, Rosie. I thought you could be a seeker because you are a strong woman. One who didn't get her ass kicked and then go crying to Papa. Now, if that's what you are, then that's fine. The world needs its wink links. Tell me and I'll send you home.
Okay, Zach. If my spirituality, if Rosie's like beliefs and
Yes.
whatever are tied to Dune,
Yes.
and this is not Dune,
Uh-huh.
if I use divine intervention
Uh-huh.
and it works,
Okay.
will this tell me if this is Dune?
It'll tell you something.
I'm gonna use it.
I think
Okay.
Divine will intervene.
I would look at this entity for an uncomfortably long amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
like for him,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully. And I would just say, "Hey, Dune," and use that to be the divine intervention.
Okay.
Percentile die. I'm using my cleric dice for this.
I, as a DM, really want you to get this.
I really also want me as a friend of the DM to get this. I have to roll.
A 10 or below.
No problem.
You got this.
What was that, 50-50?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's on a D100, isn't it?
No, it's a percentile.
That's a D100.
Yeah.
Percentile.
Oh,
die
so
is a
I
D100.
do both of them?
So yeah, basically you choose if you have the percentile die, the one with the two numbers, that is the
Jesus.
The little diamonds. One with the
Yeah.
two and
The
then one
tens
with the
place.
thing.
Yep, and just
Yeah,
add the
so-
numbers together.
Oh, Christ. Okay.
Yeah, so you need to choose which one is going to be the tens place.
What?
Double one or the single one?
So if I get 0, 0, and
That's
0,
10, that's
I would say that's 10.
0. That's 0.
Because this is 10 and this is
Oh,
0.
that's 10. Yeah.
If you get 0, 0, and 0, that's 100. But normally you just add the two numbers together.
But you need to, because one of them could be 0 and then 1, and then that's 1. So you
Right,
need to
yeah.
figure out which one is the tens place. I forget how the percentile dice exactly works, but before
It's
you
the one that's
roll it.
by tens, I believe,
Yeah, it's
because
the one
that
with the
tells you
zeros.
what
Yeah.
tens it's in.
Okay, so
So,
the
like,
one
10,
so the one
20,
that you
30.
roll, that one that you roll, it needs to be
0, 0.
0, 0. It basically
Yeah.
that one has to be 0, 0, and then the other one could be whatever.
Yeah.
It could be 1, 0, and then the other dice is 0.
Can Quinn help?
Are you
me?
serious?
Zero.
Andrew,
The
are you
right one is
serious?
0,
It's
0?
a 5. It's a 0, 0, 5.
Yeah, it's 5.
Are you
Shut
fucking
the-
I will. Do you want me to
Picture,
send you a
take a
picture?
picture.
Shut the
Take a
There was
picture,
one
please.
person.
I should
There
have
is
rolled
one-
it in the chat
Angie!
of Zoom. I'm
No,
sorry.
hey, there is one person in this campaign that clearly does not fudge rolls, and it is Angie Forshey.
I had a really. I thought I was eating the chocolate covered almonds, but I've been eating the chocolate covered coffee beans this whole time, and my heart is racing.
Angie,
Um,
what is Dune's holy symbol?
Dune's holy symbol is the half sun with the pokey rays.
Correct. Since you have been looking into the spyglass, you have not seen that. What I have said is that you have seen a sun behind you.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
From inside the cave, you hear, Dune! My child calls for me! Let me out! And the voice echoes over and over and over. Unfortunately, the person that you are talking to, Rosie, is Dune. But he is not who chose you. Paylor chose you. And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode. So that is the end of tonight's episode. We will see what that means
You can't
moving
do that.
forward into the future.
You can't.
But for now,
Rolling
that's
or
the
anything,
end.
you're just gonna do that?
But for now, that's the end. And so we will figure out what to do with that. But thank you all for joining us and watching. This coming Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Central, we have the second session of The Remains Season 6. Started off with a bang. So come check that out and see what happens next as the survivors reel from really being introduced to what has happened. And then this coming Thursday is our Monster Hearts campaign at 7 p.m. Central with a certain someone coming back, aka me.
Or are you?
Or am I? But I mean, I'll be there, but we'll
Yeah.
see what happens. So very excited for that. And then a week from today, come back at 1 p.m. Central to see exactly what the fuck happens after this. But thank you all for joining us so much. Stay tuned at Charm Persons on all social media to stay up to date on our schedule. Thank you to my players, the best players a GM can ask for. I do say it every time, but I really do mean it every time. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.